Ahmad Masudi. There was a bunch of guys that actually played football. They played receiver.
Ghazi.
What,
Ghazi was-
Shaq
Go ahead,
played
Yusuf. You
football?
just get it started.
Shav was a receiver.
Chef was a wide receiver, number 80,
We're live?
84.
But go ahead.
Oh, and
Yeah.
Ghazi?
Ghazi played running back.
Ghazi was younger.
My bad.
Yep, running back.
No, yeah, good. All right, we're officially live, everybody. Welcome to season 2, episode 41 of the Fantasy Guys. We officially have a full house today. Last week it was me and Abee here, and me and Abee had a good time. We had a good time.
We enjoyed it.
We
Definitely
talked.
enjoyed it.
We said what we had to say. But this time you're gonna have 5 different voices coming at you today. First of all, of course, you got Big Bro Moti in the building. I gotta give a shout out to Little Big Bro Yusuf Thabit. He's always back there doing his thing, doing the 1s and 2s. We appreciate him. Of course, you got myself, Omar T, and then you got Abee to the left of me. Our special guest for today. It's always sunny in Dearborn.
Always.
I
Shout out to
I
my
hate
man.
that line.
Shout out to my man Sonny.
That was a line used when I lost the championship.
Listen, whenever you say Oz Media, Sonny's name has to be affiliated with it, especially when we're talking about the 30-plus and 35-plus leagues. Our first live stream basketball game that we've ever had was, the championship game where Abee was on the opposite team. I remember Abee coming up to I didn't really know Abee like that. You know what I'm
we didn't
saying?
know each other.
He just came and he was like, I forgot what he guaranteed. He said he was going to guarantee, a good game from him.
Well, you were saying a comment on one of the guys, and it was one of my teammates who was out of town. Ahmed Salama had made a comment, and you were reading it. And I walked up to the table, and I said something about, he's supposed to be playing in this game, and he's out of town. And they're like, yo, you're this and that. And I go, I said something about, we're gonna get him.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, well, good luck. I didn't know who Ahmad was. I just knew the guys were setting up. I was stretching. And then the thing that I hear over and over in my head is,
It's always sunny.
there you go. It's always
In
sunny
Dearborn.
I
right.
can't get that out of my head.
Sonny with the big shot to send it to overtime, literally as the time expired.
Who airballed that shot?
Was it
You wanna
Sophie or was
know?
it BG?
No one remembers.
Who airballed that shot? That BG got the infamous rebound.
Oh,
and
BG got
Sonny-
the rebound.
And Sonny got the infamous game tying 3. Who
Was
airballed
it
that?
Sophie?
No Sophie.
Thank you.
Shout out to Fattest. He's in the building today as well. We are live. Like I said, we're about to have, inshallah, another great show today. Looking forward to it. We're going to be talking about LOL League, Detroit sports, NBA, free agencies. It's going on. Anything else that's happening in sports, major topics. I know we're just talking about the Las Vegas and how these rookies are faring out there in Vegas for the summer league. So we're going to dive into all of that. Before we do that, though, we got to give a shout out to our sponsors. You got the BC Adhesives, the Balkan House, Qahwa House, Hanley International Academy, Juice Box, Unique Coney Island, and Hammer Time True Value Hardware. Let's start off with BG, since we mentioned BG with the infamous rebound. That was a huge rebound for his team. So shout out to Bessam Gobah and everybody over there at Hammer Time, and then we're going to officially get the show on the road.
Hammer Time True Value Hardware. Hammer Time True Value Hardware has all of your hardware needs. They have items for cooling, heating, lawn care, plumbing, electrical, and much more. They have great service, great prices. If you want to shop local, then look no further than Hammer Time True Value Hardware, the best hardware store in the Detroit hamtramck area. The Detroit location is 16380 East Warren Avenue, Detroit, Michigan. Shout out to BG, shout out to Adnan, and everybody over there at Hammer Time True Value Hardware.
I ran back to Sufi. I left Sonny open.
All right, well, with that said, we're still talking about that championship shot that Sonny made. Legendary. Sonny, was that your first LOL League championship?
Yeah, that was the first championship. Yeah, we've had a run the year before with the GOAT right here. And we lost to the hamtramck team, Fujio and Fahmi.
Again, who'd you guys knock out in the semifinal?
We knocked out Sufi again. And hey, that's the infamous gif when Ferris.
Oh, that's
have you
funny.
seen that?
Yeah,
You see
yeah,
that?
Oh, yeah.
The one
That's
that's
when he,
flexing on Sufi?
when he was flexing pretty hard.
Why is Fattest right now looking like he's
That was the year before.
he's in a
was the
serious
year
mode
before.
right now?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Or the year
it
before
was
that,
Actually,
maybe.
it was actually the same year.
Same year,
Seems
but
like
2 seasons
years
before.
ago, man.
Yeah, because what happened, the season started right before COVID. We got cut off for COVID.
Yeah.
We went the whole year.
It was the first year of LOL.
But what happened was we got cut off on COVID, and
Yeah.
and we took the whole year off, and we came back the next. So it's COVID or LOL started 2020. We finished that season because of COVID. We finished it. Was it July of 2021? And then we went right into the.
Oh.
We went right in. Yeah.
So y'all
It
kept
was
the
a
same
long-
year,
team?
it was a long
year
break.
later?
Yeah, because you played. You
Whoa.
played in the makeup game. Remember, you came in the tank top, played in the makeup,
Oh,
game, the
yeah,
accent.
yeah, for sure.
On
I remember
for
that.
Fahmy and Fujo. Yeah,
So did you get a ring,
I
Moti?
remember that.
No, he didn't win. No,
you know,
they did win it.
technically I
That's the
do,
year they won it.
But I didn't attend the ceremony.
Okay.
He was the coach.
Hey, let me tell you guys how Fatis has gotten comfortable now, mashallah. You know what I'm saying? He's over there, grabbing a coffee with one hand. His first show, he had two hands shaking. You know what I'm saying? But so first of all, like I said, we got Sonny here today.
Thank you.
So many topics to talk about the LOL 30+ league. Like everybody lost officially, right? There's no undefeated team, if I'm correct.
No, both undefeated.
There's been some mouse traps being set throughout this whole last week.
Oh yeah, I'm not the only one sending them.
Where do we start, guys? I don't even know. Can we talk about the games?
I wanted. Well, I mean, we can talk about the games, but I wanted to start off the segment with. We'd like to bid farewell until September maybe. Billy Farhat, it was nice to have you on the show.
What?
It was nice to have you on the show.
I'm confused. I'm as confused as you.
Well,
Pat,
I mean,
but,
from the chat,
Where's his chair?
From the chat, it sounded like he was out. He said he's done.
did Sonny kick him out? What's going on? Sonny took the spot.
Sonny might have had a little something to do with it with the salvage.
I'm a
Savage?
really poor speller.
But why?
and the Muhammad Al Asadi, the guy that refuses to come on this show. Muhammad Al Asadi has done something that I don't think anybody has been able to do in this league, myself included. But he used me. I was the mousetrap. I was the
Did you
mousetrap.
know going into it that you
I
were
did not. I figured it out.
Yeah.
I was the mousetrap. Yeah. So
What's going on with Billy? I thought it was a 1 week thing.
No, Billy put out. He's out. He's out till the 35 and over.
Did he?
We're gonna miss you, Bill. I know you're watching, but we are gonna miss you, man.
Just to clarify, when you say amount, what does that mean? I mean, can you define that? I mean, there has to be a definition. Is this like a breakup or something?
No, he said he was out. He said, inshallah, he'll see us when the 35 over starts. And he did what he's been most commonly known to do recently is dipped out of the chat.
Well, I'm sorry.
I cannot deny anything that he just said.
Well, I'm not. You don't have to confirm it. I won't bring you into this.
Yeah, no.
Let the guy defend himself. So when he's here, you could.
Inshallah, he's not going to be here, though. He said he's out. He said he's out, so we can't. But I got to talk about what happened.
He's not really saying nothing wrong. He
No,
just
I'm
said
not
that
saying
Billy's
nothing.
out.
I just
He
gotta
said Billy's
Come
out.
after me.
Listen,
I'm here.
I haven't. Let's stop. If everybody goes back and all you leaks that keep going to Billy and showing Billy everything, I haven't said anything bad about
Leaks?
Billy. Oh, there's a lot of them. Oh yeah, confirmed.
Oh,
Confirmed leak.
yeah.
Guys are taking what's being said in chats and sending it out. Not just Nader.
That's what you
Everybody
call
else.
mousetraps.
Yep.
All right,
Well,
so here we
listen.
go. We got our first commenter.
Uh-oh. Anonymous.
It might be, it might sources. I can't confirm nor deny who this may be. Okay.
He's got the one-liners. I'm ready for it.
It's crazy. Sonny is sitting behind the McGrady jersey. He hasn't been out of the first round in a few years. Anonymous.
Yep. The guy that can't make the show. Hi.
How do you know
Anyhow.
that? How do you know that?
100% because Billy's the king. Give him the crown. He is the king of one-liners. He is so good and witty from the top of his head.
Yeah, he is.
He is good at that.
So I'm gonna get into the story and I'm gonna tell you about it. So, Ossity and Billy got into it weeks ago. There was a little upset, little tension.
It wasn't a group chat. 'cause I
No,
didn't really
no.
see
These
nothing.
guys are like best friends. These guys are
Yeah.
like best friends. These guys go at each other. They've been doing this. That they finally win at each other instead of everybody else at the chat. They're stronger when they're together than they are when they're apart. So, Ossity felt like Billy was giving information out about Ossity back in his high school days. Okay, Ossity, you got to understand, Ossity was a great basketball player coming up. Ossity, for some reason or another, never tried out for the basketball team. Tried out his senior year. Hard to come in after 3 years not playing in a system, not playing organized ball, not knowing what's going on. You can't just come in and take a starting job and come in and be that superstar. I mean, you got to learn.
If you that guy, you can.
I mean, I give this example. Like the first year I played organized ball was in 10th grade, and I fouled out of the game in like 5 minutes. Stupid fouls, reach overs at the post, jumping up with the guy, not really standing still, trying to take a charge. Like just stupid stuff that you learn playing organized ball.
Tony just commented he still does that to this day.
Oh, we hate Fahmy.
Just kidding. He didn't say that, by the way.
I'm still going to say we hate Fahmy.
So you transitioned from Billy to Ossity right now? I'm confused.
No, but this is Billy and Ossity. This is the whole Billy Ossity
Segment. It's the
segment.
Billy Ossity segment.
It's the whole. Everybody in the chat wants to know what's going on with Billy.
I don't
Ossity.
think they do.
Yeah, they do.
I
You got
think-
Ghazwan, you got Hamad, you got some people that
It's
were
okay.
asking about this.
It's okay.
Go ahead.
Let's just hear it.
So Nader came out asking Ossity about his high school averages and stuff, and it daggered Ossity. just daggered him. Also, he thought this guy knows something.
Yeah, but that's intentional. Nader does not ask those kind of questions.
No, no. Listen.
Unless
Unless someone told.
he was probed. He was probed. Somebody probed him to do that.
Oh, 100%.
And it's Billy Farhat.
Well,
And
Billy
Abee.
Farhat has been pulling up
And
on how to
Abee.
drive a lot.
Who, Abee? Abee don't know nothing. Abee got used. Stop. This had nothing to do with me. They start going at it. Obviously, feels like Billy gave him Nader all this information, saying that, oh, why are you asking about my points per average? And then Billy and Oshidi go at it. Oshidi blocks Billy. Billy gets all upset. Billy starts throwing shots and shade, fake text messages that he's texting the coach's son about what Oshidi's average was. Oh, it was really bad. So Oshidi decides to come back with 2 songs. And publicly in all chats like, oh, Abee, I guess you and me are going to have this coffee meeting. Remember that? Yeah, we're going to have this. I'm going to have to spill my guts to Abee. So he used me, knowing that I'm one of the guys that when it comes down to it, Billy does kind of like, I don't want to go at it. Because me and Billy, we've had a peace treaty, right or wrong. Me and Billy haven't gone at each other in a long time. Am I wrong?
Yeah, you're right.
We haven't.
Hey,
and
what are the
Billy,
two-
if you're listening, which I know you are, we haven't.
Treaties are always broken.
So
that's why they're called
so-
treaties.
So
Go ahead.
I got used, and then what happened the day before Ossidy's supposed to meet with me? Billy took Ossidy out for a nice chicken dinner, and all of a sudden Ossidy can't talk anymore.
From the late.
Wow.
Wait. Billy
Wow.
beat him to the punch.
Wow.
I mean, why didn't you take him out to Iceberger?
It wasn't even iceberg.
I know that. Why didn't you take him, though?
We did the next day.
It was too late.
I know.
Here's
That's-
my,
You got a combo
here's
for
my-
4, and it was
here's
only
my
2.
question for you. Hey, Abee, here's my question for you. What are Billy's averages in high school?
What did the stat table average?
So I mean,
I heard-
the fact that you can come out and talk about someone
No,
that didn't
Billy,
play.
Billy,
I
no,
can't
Billy
say-
You didn't
admits-
play yourself.
No, Billy
Like, you know what I'm
admits-
I
saying?
can't say lines.
Are we talking about high school numbers?
Billy admits.
Are you
Billy-
guys kidding me?
Stop. Billy admits.
how
Billy
this
admits.
This is Hardwood Classic
Billy
episode?
admits-
I
Billy
didn't
ad-
know.
Guys, Billy admits that he wasn't that athletic growing up, and he'll be the first one to admit it. He decided later in life that he was going to take control of his situation. He started working out, losing all types of weight. Mashallah, he started doing his thing. And look, you could tell every year he's getting better and better. I mean, I don't know if he's as good as to give himself his only MVP vote for last season, but he's getting better and better.
And he won a fake championship.
Wow.
What championship? Oh, man.
look,
listen, he earned that charity game. Stop,
it's
man.
a charity game.
He carried us.
I'll tell you something right now. I'll tell you.
Fadas Suckoff had a
Let's
huge
just
part in that
move on
game,
to
too.
another
Wallah,
topic.
moral support.
Let's
on the
move on to
sideline.
another
Yes,
topic.
we
I don't want to keep talking about
Yeah,
gossip.
okay, wait,
about
So
gossip.
just so you know, Bilal,
Let me put this in
you're
perspective.
letting these
for you,
guys throw
okay?
me in. You're letting Oshidi, the master plan, he's the master splinter there. He set a mouse. he set a mouse trap and he put me in. So when
Master
you
Splinter's a good one.
think that I'm the one that's talking, I haven't said nothing bad about you yet.
All right, so go ahead. What were you about to
So
say something?
I'm just gonna put this whole Billy thing into perspective. We're talking way too much about Billy. The guy's not even good on the court. Okay, no footwork. He doesn't know what to do. He panics. Even on the court, he has to yell and scream to show, for the crowd and stuff like that.
You think that's real? Or is that for all?
No, it's all for show. I mean, it's as much as Fetty Nedju yelling after going in.
Can I just say this real
Yeah.
quick, just from an outsider's perspective? At least from what I've seen so far, I mean, Billy's the best big man in the 35-plus league, and I mean, I didn't see really 30-plus league. I don't know who.
He's just big. Yes, correct.
30,
But he does
35,
his 30, job.
But 35 because
He does his job.
Because
I think if he has contenders like Mo Mary back in
Well,
the,
he's the only big guy, Umar, in the 35.
yeah,
There's no-
because he didn't play
7'5".
He's there every.
Who's labeled the big
He's
guy?
there every Monday, right?
I'm gonna be harsh on him.
He-
I'm just gonna let you guys.
Every
I'm gonna be
Monday
very
for
harsh.
30 and over, Billy's there, right? Because he's coaching Larry Legends, right?
I think so.
So why couldn't he play this year? Billy Duckett? I call you Billy Bucket because, yes, I did hold you to one bucket on 2 shot attempts. There's more than 2 shot attempts. You had Ibrahim Shagada. How tall is Ibrahim Shagada? You thought he was 5'5"?
He's 5'5".
He's not 5'5". Ibrahim Shagada is like 5'2". He'll tell you himself.
He's 4'7".
He said he was fronting them. I mean, I don't get it. Listen, Bill, I did something I'm proud of. I held you to a bucket, man. You are the charity game MVP. You are Billy Buckets.
It's a charity game.
Bro, they
That doesn't
played
count.
tough. He'll
That
tell you.
does not count.
Both I've been tell you they played that game like a real game.
Cannot put that trophy in your cat.
They do.
No.
They
They
did.
man.
It was a
Billy-
charity
They
game.
you guys carried it around, man.
Billy
You
hit
guys
some-
brought that. You guys
It was
brought
a
that
charity
out
game.
in front of
Come
us.
on, man. It was a charity game.
It was a charity game
Oh,
on
now
paper.
it's a charity game.
It wasn't a charity game during the game.
No, it wasn't.
Come on.
guys.
No, it
Let's-
wasn't.
hey,
Come on, guys. It was a charity game.
let's go. By the time it was 5 minutes left, Umar's tone changed when he was doing out his media. He noticed it was.
Hey,
Yeah, he was
hey,
like,
we had
guys,
to play all the
another
guys.
free throw
Come
by
on.
Billy. Come on.
He was tired, man. Leave him alone.
Hey, let me tell you something, right? go into Faddis. All right, let's talk about the 30-plus league, though. Okay. No Bosch. What happened? I need to know from your perspective.
No Bosch. It's simple. No Bosch, no results.
Yeah. What was the score? What was the situation?
It was listen. It wasn't as bad as I think we were up by 12 with a couple of minutes left or 3 minutes left in the first half.
Up 12?
Yeah. Up
Were you
12,
guys up
10.
12?
Yeah, we were.
I don't know if you guys.
You were busy watching Billy,
No,
man.
I talked to Austin. I got
Listen.
Austin. You guys did the adjustments. You guys weren't up to. It was a close game. I think they were up.
We were up by we were up
You weren't up?
28-17.
No, you weren't. I don't think you were.
Okay, could somebody please call in and confirm? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me move forward.
Because there's no way they did that type of run on you in the second half.
They did. It wasn't in the second half. It was in the first half.
You
That's
weren't
my
up
point.
12.
I think
What's
they
his-
went on
What's
a
his name hit 2-3.
12-0 run.
What's his name hit?
And
two
they went up by
threes to end-
4.
What's his name hit?
50
2 threes to end the half.
That's what I'm just telling you. They went on a 12-0 run.
Man, stop.
All
And
right.
they went up by 4, and that was it, man. We got tired, and
Okay, keep talking.
that was it.
Who'd you guys play against?
Hamada's new
The
team.
newly look.
The Gross Point team.
They look.
The Gross Point team.
They
New location, new team.
they look good.
For real?
Oh my God, that's a
Don't laugh.
Mike was there. Hamada was there. Osama couldn't miss a shot. I swear to you, I think he made only 5 or 6 threes. It felt like the guy made 12. Like the guy was just hitting a 3 every time you saw him with the ball. The guy couldn't miss.
So are they real
Abdullah-
threats?
Now
Are they?
now they are. They got. Yeah, they are. And with your defense, Faddis, it was Mal Hagg's first game back, and
Was he rusty?
yes, yeah, he was. Yeah,
He was rusty.
So how did you guys come out to an early lead? Who was doing good for you guys?
I don't think he did.
We got a phone call. We got a phone call about it.
It's a 10-1 is Billy
Hamada.
buckets.
Hamada.
It's buckets.
It's Hamada 100%. He
All right.
wants to get ahead.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. Who do we have calling today?
عليكم السلام ورحمة الله.
Is this,
Ahlan.
is this,
Ahlan wa sahlan.
أهلا وسهلا فيك. عمر, you know this.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
know.
God!
I
The
just-
guy that refuses to come on the show.
I just wanted people at home to know who's calling.
He's good enough to call, but he's not
Can
good
you
enough
turn
to
off
come on.
your radio at the same time
I
you're on
think
the phone?
he's about to play the Eminem song. He's about to play the Eminem
My bad.
song.
Hold on one
Yeah,
second.
lower
I'm
your
in my car,
volume.
guys.
It's gonna cause that echo. It's okay.
My apologies. I was in my car.
Um,
guys. Okay, anyway. Omar, this is what I want to know. Listen, bro.
Why didn't you attack that?
AB,
That's
when
right.
somebody calls,
Word.
please.
I
Yeah.
can't. I can't.
Please.
It's
I
Asadi.
got yelled at last
Please.
time. I got yelled at last time, maybe.
Please.
It's Asadi.
Go ahead, Asadi.
He tried to use me.
Okay, well, we're ready? We're good?
Yeah,
Can I move forward?
yeah.
Okay. I've never seen people so elated, so happy to see a team lose since maybe the Patriots lost to the Giants when they were 18-0.
Wow.
Wow.
You should have seen the celebration. It reminded me, it was reminiscent of the Fat Five losing to North Carolina.
Oh wow.
That's like, nice. And let's totally forget that the top player in the league is not there. Let's ignore that fact. Let's ignore the fact that 3 people got hurt in that game. 2 were just trying to, keep playing because we needed more players.
Oh.
Farmers went into the game hurt, could barely move, but at one point, don't even waste your time going in. Don't make it worse. Just sit. Let's ignore that and just focus on the loss. Keeping in mind, captains have missed maybe 6 games in the season up to this point in that league. You know what the record is, Omar?
What is it?
Winless. No team has won without their captain yet. But let's ignore the fact Bosch is not there. Let's ignore the fact that many people were hurt. Let's ignore the fact that that team got handed Hamada, who's a captain, on a silver platter. Let's ignore all that and let's just celebrate the loss. That's when I knew for certain that this team is doing something right.
So let me
the
ask you this
lazy
question, Asadi. What are your thoughts on the team that you guys played against, the Hamada's new team with Mike in them? Are they legit
were down
threat?
12,
What are your thoughts?
It's
Down 8.
100% that team is
Keep
loaded.
It's halftime.
You know what
going
said? You know what said? And my apologies, I tuned in a little bit late. But what
6,
said
7
is
minutes.
that, to my understanding, none of you guys had mentioned Abdullah, who I think missed 1 shot all game. That guy is a problem on the court. Hamada, even though his numbers don't show because he didn't shoot that much time, that guy caused issues between him and Abdullah. I think it was 2 total missed shots. You're talking about 30-plus points between them 2 alone
No.
at the highest of efficiencies in the league. So if they can get it together and they play
He's
team
4 for
ball,
6.
they're
That was a seed right here.
definitely
You
a
could've
threat.
came on the show and
To be
told
honest,
us.
you don't know who the captain is on that
Could've came
team.
on.
Hamada sucks. Oops, sorry.
There you go. Abee, do you have a question or something?
I have a question. I'm just saying there was a seat open. Sonny was a last minute replacement. Honestly, if you really wanted to come talk this, we had an open seat.
We
You
have
keep
game
calling-
tomorrow. He's
you
busy.
Keep calling
He's
every week.
game planning right
you
now.
call every week when you're asked
Stop.
to be a guest. I mean,
He's game planning
stop
for
being
tomorrow.
stop
What-
being
what-
afraid. Come on the show. Omar
He is on the
Omar
show.
has apologized
Abee,
to you
Abee,
for not grilling
Abee,
that
Asadi.
lady that came on here about
Asadi.
words, man. Come
Hey,
on.
Asadi, this is listen,
stop,
Asadi.
Abee, stop. Don't, Abee, let me tell you something. It's not good to work off assumptions, right? And you tend to do that a lot. So let's not work off assumptions. Number two, I don't
There's
call
a
in every week.
seat
Maybe
right
my
here.
second-
If there was
Hey,
iceberg,
my
you'd be
second
here.
thought-
Asadi.
The Beirut burger.
Asadi.
I'll be
You know, hey,
Give me your attention.
I'd be
Abee,
there too.
Abee,
I'd be there too.
I know, but
but
you're here now. I'm here now.
I'm here because I'm hoping for
who's-
iceberg after.
Who's not here?
Whoever.
Hey,
can.
Asadi,
I'm
real
here.
quick before we move on to the next topic, because I think AB is being redundant right now. with
No,
this
I'm
whole
good.
thing.
He can talk. He can talk.
Okay, listen.
Let Asadi talk.
Really quick, Asadi.
we miss you, Sonny.
I miss you too, Wallah. I need the therapist number that you're sending Billy to.
Guys,
Listen, I really need to work on my leadership confidence. It's something that I need to do for my career.
and hey, Ahmad, you got to mention Larry's team too, man. They look totally different. They look really good.
Here's my perspective
They
on the
look good.
30
They
and
almost
over.
blew
Okay,
a lead. They were up 20.
Hussein
with 2
Ba'dani,
minutes. Stop.
Hussein Ba'dani's team. You guys are not looking at him, but I think they're going to win the championship this year.
Oh,
The guy triple double,
You can
Okay.
ask anybody.
crazy block on
Funny.
Joe at the end of that. Did you see that? That should have made ESPN.
Crazy what?
I,
They were up by 25.
Hey,
They won
but-
by 25.
It doesn't matter. It's just they played very well as a team.
Joe had 5
There was
guys.
I watched.
Joe was
That's the only
Mr.
game I
Romeo.
watched live, and I'll
Joe-
tell you
Joe
something right
was
now. I
Mr.
watched
Romeo
their ball
champion.
movement. As long as you keep Munir Al-Haddi on the bench, like 15 minutes extra than what he's sitting on now, you're good. I mean,
Yashfi, he got hurt.
Allah yashfi. I love Munir Al-Haddi, but he needs to sit on the bench a lot more. That's Hussein Ba'dani. If you're watching this,
So
here's
pretty
my
much,
recommendation.
Munir feels like he was treated like you, Malik before you, Shafiq before
Please
him.
don't mention Malik's
Shafiq-
name. That guy,
Shafiq
the guy punched the
before
wall after missing a layup and broke his hand. You think we need to talk about him?
Where was that? At LA Fitness?
At a pickup game. And then later on, hurt his groin. He's been injured the entire his career. LOL.
No injury talk right now.
Okay.
Sonny, I fully agree with you. I've called Hussein Ba'dani's team the biggest threat to Team Bosch since the kickoff of the season.
Good
People
call.
were not recognizing. They were playing a really good team and they were barely losing, and they're looking very, very good. And Hussein Ba'dani is a monster.
He
Nobody can
is.
guard him.
He is. But one thing is, I'm going to criticize of Hussein Ba'dani is when you're up and you're up big, 10, 15 points,
Sit out.
just go to the bench and let your players play. Okay.
Sonny, to his defense, tell you the truth, listen, to his defense, because I manage this on Team Bosch.
Okay.
It's very difficult for 8 guys. I'm telling you,
I
you don't
know.
understand how much he's thrown off.
But he's their leader. He can score on pretty much anybody on the court. He can defend well. He doesn't need to go out there and drop 30 points a game. Triple double last game. It's fantastic. However, if you really want to win a championship and you want to become a winner, you have to be able to involve your entire team. And it starts during the season. If he does not involve his team during the season and he doesn't raise that morale, I mean, me and Mo were just talking about Nash. No one knows Nash in this league. Nash is a baller. Nash, you step on the court and people will fear him on the court. Back in the day, we're talking about back in the day when we
about
used to
Uncle
play
Nash?
ball. No, nasty Nash, man.
Yeah, it's Uncle Nash.
I don't call him uncle. He's young.
And by the way, he says, it's funny that you say that because this is before, like 5 minutes ago, off of what you were saying. Just your the way that you be straightforward with your
I'm
answers.
straightforward.
He put I like Sonny. By the way, he threw that.
I love Nash.
Uncle Nash.
I love Nash. He might like me, but I love him.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Nash,
But-
you gotta one up that. All right.
No, but what I'm saying is he just needs to sit out. Let these guys, we talked about Nash needs to, come back into basketball mode and stuff like that. So you have to give that guy some more minutes to come back, especially when you're up big. Let him come in, let him get feel of the court, feel of
You
the
guys
game.
noticed in this last game, you said that's the game you watched, right? You guys noticed the transition Mo Abdullah made. He went to passing.
Happy birthday, Mo Abdul.
Yeah,
happy
happy
birthday.
belated. But he went into like
Passing mode.
assist mode.
Is Ashley still on?
Yeah. Also,
I mean, these guys
you got,
just-
You got any final
Why?
words?
My
Final
God.
You
comments?
need
man.
to stop.
Can't.
You're one thing in front of
Hey, I'll tell you
somebody.
something
Ashley's
about-
on the line.
It don't matter. He had a chance to
He's
come
with
on.
us. He's with us.
Hey, he's with us.
I think before I say goodbye, I don't think it's been mentioned once on the show. Mattis is playing a round and a half above where he got drafted. He's playing amazing on both sides of the ball. Let's give the guy some credit on that.
100%. Fatis always plays well. Fatis is a baller, is a winner. But I'll tell you something. When it comes to pressure, I don't know if you can handle 0 for 14 in that championship game. Oh, sorry, I'm a champion, by the way, Fatis. Okay, so that game that we beat Fatis in the championship.
Franco Harris over here. Let's
Franco
go.
Harris.
Mention it every year.
I'm
Let's
gonna
go.
mention every. Oh, trust me.
The miraculous shot.
I haven't even.
All
I
right,
haven't
gentlemen,
started.
enjoy
That
that.
miraculous
All
shot.
right,
We
Mo,
already
take it
talked
easy.
about the
Hey,
miraculous
Sonny,
shot.
who'd you beat for your championship?
I mean, we beat
Does that mean Ossity's gone?
Yeah.
Bosch's team
You beat
in the 30.
Ossity's
We
coach.
beat Muhammad Al-Asri and he
Wasn't
had.
he your coach during the 35 and over during that time when you beat him? Wasn't there problems in
I
house?
think we
that
fired
was
him.
team's Billy Bucket. No, you guys were having some in-house difficulties in the 35 and over.
You know the problem is that Billy couldn't facilitate to his team from what the coaches wanted to relay, and he couldn't like thread that needle to make it right where the players kind of felt accepted. So that team was dysfunctional with me, Manid, and Billy. It's like we should have opened a talk show, like, you know.
Yeah, that sounds like it was a lot going on. First of all, Moti, I don't think we've ever asked Moti anything yet about what's going on. What are your overall thoughts on what's been happening so far, and the Billy and Asri beef, and this mousetraps by Abee, everything else in between?
Why is it mousetraps by Abee?
It's Billy and Abee beef. It's not Ossity.
Where is it, Billy? It's got no beef with
Listen,
Abee. There's
listen.
no Abee beef. Stop.
And there's no Ossity beef. Stop.
Big time beef. Big time.
With who? They went out. Combo for 4. What are you talking about,
the beef
man?
was there.
Stop, man.
Ossity thought Billy leaked.
Stop.
Ossity thought Billy leaked his 0.8 point average per
He
game
did.
in high school.
He did. It's a fact.
Hey,
The fact that Ossity came out wearing a jersey backwards
talking about
when he
high
got
school
called
again,
into
man.
a game and took his warm-ups off.
hey, rumor has it Billy said that Asli had a better grade point average and then point per game average in high school. Is
That's
this
true. That's true. Probably true. I'll see the smart guy in high school.
Ossity's still taking shots on the Peace Street.
Moti, can I tell you something? Nader has not been treating me the same way since I've gotten to know him over the past year and a half.
No, since he
Nader
traded for
Al-Abed.
you. Since he
No.
traded for you.
Since Bilal Farha became extremely sensitive, now Nader's not answering my calls. Nader, by the way, you're still not answering my calls. I know where you live, Nader, so I'm gonna come by.
We stick to 30 and over? I mean,
Yeah. Okay.
what's
Go ahead,
going on?
Moti. What are your thoughts right now?
I just think this is very entertaining, man.
Yeah.
I get a chuckle sometimes from the messages. I just hope it stays friendly
Yeah.
and entertainment stays on.
Friendly.
you know?
Someone just left the group. What do you
That's what I mean.
Well, the group's not made for sensitive people, and it was Ossity's song.
Oh, guys, I haven't talked about Hamada here. I'm so sorry.
we're not
We're
talking
going
about
to
that
right now. Let me just read off some comments right quick, okay? So,
talk about Guyz.
if you're 35 plus playing on 30 plus league, you're lying to yourself. That's Marib.
Who said that?
Marib.
Marib?
Marib.
Oh, I invited him. I should have even.
all right.
Thank you,
Sorry,
madam.
Thank you,
So-
madam.
Thank you, madam.
Then Hotmail said that Umar, so the guys with the rings on Abee's left. So I'm guessing he's asking, do the guys on Abee's left have rings?
Yeah, they do.
Of course I do.
Who's this? Who's this, Doug?
30 and over.
Two-time
This is Hotmail.
champion.
Hotmail?
Two-time champion.
It's Billy. It's Billy.
Sonny needs a psychiatrist, not a therapist. And then Marib said, Sonny's the Yemeni Dylan Brooks. Big mouth, little production. That's what he said.
What's that?
I love that.
Madam, madam.
Anonymous said Nash is good, but he needs the work. Hotmail, every time Sonny won a championship, he had to be restricted and held to 3 to 5 possessions a game. And then Nash
true,
put
though.
Fattest owes me money for my medical bill. He cut me, bruised me, hit me, and all right, hit me all.
That's a fact.
So that's the updated comments. If you guys are tuning in, call in 313-306-1750. Comment. I got the comments right here in front of me. So let's talk about go back to the LOL 30 plus league.
Please.
Okay,
The
so
other,
you guys.
let's go to the other undefeated team that lost.
Yes, so that's Manowar's team, if I'm correct,
Yeah,
right?
and he wasn't there.
And he wasn't there. So I just want to quickly say before you talk about the game, Bosch wasn't there, Manowar wasn't there, and Yusuf was there, right? And he balled out according to what you were saying, right, Sonny? If I'm correct.
Yusuf?
Not Yusuf.
Amada?
No, the guy that you said had a triple double or that ball.
Hussein Ba'dani.
Hussein Ba'dani. Was he the one that was on our MVP watch, or was it Yusuf that was on the MVP watch?
Hussein is
You're
an.
talking about Joe Bazzi. Joe
Oh,
Bazzi.
Joe
was-
Bazzi.
Hussein's an
Joe
MVP
Bazzi
watch.
MVP watch. Now, with
Yeah, for
each
sure.
week, we said it was
Yeah.
Second leading scorer.
So within each, well, because the last 2 games, he dropped 33
30
last game. and I don't know what
27.
he dropped. Yeah,
27.
but he dropped 33 the week before.
I want to ask, where's your MVP ratings right now? Rankings right now? With 2 of the 3 that we mentioned missing the game, does it change, or did anybody come up?
No, if anything, it shows the impact of that player.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bosch for sure.
You know?
I mean Bosch.
Well,
the-
Manowar's game
the
came down
Manowar.
to the wire. Ghazwan thought he was Himothy, and he figured out that he wasn't. I don't know what he tried to do on the very last play, but that was a great fought game, man. Like, that was a great. I mean, we still got to make sure these guys are getting their minutes. Hamada killed the whole league. Hamada, he'll tell you to your face. He said it wasn't him. He was talked into it. But dissolving that team really hurt, man, because some people are just telling, you can see it in their face, and they're saying it out loud, man. They're saying it out loud. They're saying, what's the point of
I
being
told
here?
Abee a story that I beat Hamada one-on-one on the court one summer and made him go vegan after that. He never ate meat for the rest of his life. He still doesn't eat meat till this
Honest,
day.
do you know Hamada won 7 games in a row in fantasy? He was 7-0 and went and ordered himself a trophy.
No, he didn't.
Engraved it.
He went and ordered a trophy and this is true
Let me
facts.
exaggerate a little bit.
And there's another 7 weeks left.
And he lost the rest of those games.
He didn't even make the playoffs. How about that? That's
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's
and
crazy.
one season, he literally had. Remember when Le'Veon Bell and Abee, with the Pittsburgh Steelers?
Yeah.
I mean, these guys having these 2 guys in fantasy and just any quarterback, you're pretty much crushing it.
Yeah.
Going back to the league,
Had both of those guys.
Hussein Badani did take care of business. He did.
So
But we're not forgetting Mo. Mo's paying attention. You guys are not.
no. Listen, Muhammad Abdurrabbo is crucial. Go ahead. Finish.
Okay. Joe was missing Abee. Pay attention, please.
I am. I'm seeing
Joe was
Patty
missing
asking for the
Shemander.
number.
And he was missing Romeo. 2 big pieces on the
I
team.
said
2
that
starters.
I said that already.
Did you?
I was saying it while he was saying it.
Did
I
you?
think they still
He
win.
talked about a block and about Yusuf Bazzi. I said, listen, Bazzi played without. I mean, Fujo balled out, but Romeo and Shaman are
Oh,
first round pick.
well, that's the problem. You take those 2 guys out. You insert Fujo. Guess what Fujo's going to do?
Fojo did 27 points. And whoever said that comment about 35 players should not be playing in the 30 league, go look at
That's
Fujo's
Mata,
stats.
bro. Mata he's just
He
going
doesn't know what he's talking about. But anyway,
Leave Mata alone. Go ahead.
look, Muhammad Abdurabbo on that team eliminates Romeo and Chemander. Believe it or not, Muhammad Abdurabbo, if he guards any of those 2 guys, they're not doing anything. They're irrelevant on the court.
But on Ashli's list, Romeo's the defensive player of the year so far in 30 and over.
So are you going to be on Hussein's bench moving forward?
Hey, if
That's
he
what it
wants me
seems
on
like.
his bench, I'll be on his bench, and they'll win. They will win. If I coach them, they'll win. I'm
Okay, someone's looking
Kinda
for a
know-
job.
not really. I don't have time for a job.
One
but-
day, Greg Popovich, 5-year, $80 million.
I don't think Sonny's worth that.
So let me ask you guys this question, all right? Any other big updates from the league? Because then I want to ask where y'all at in terms of who's rankings right now. Like I know you got the
Let's see.
records.
Team Larry was up by 20, and literally Sufi started running his mouth about, you didn't score on me, and talking individually. And before you knew it, it was literally a 2-point game with 7 seconds or something like
Sonny,
that.
did you see that game?
Like
I didn't watch that
Sufi's
game,
team, and I'm gonna call it Sufi's
Wow.
team because it seemed
Sorry.
like
Big
it seemed like every time Sufi had the ball and Larry was fighting for position, Sufi looked away from Larry. But there's something with that team. I don't care what anybody says. You watch the game, you'll see it.
I saw one of them.
That's Sufi's team, and Sufi doesn't want to give the reins up to nobody. But congratulations on your first win. You guys got a win.
Oh, wow. When he won the game, it
was-
was like he.
It was
Game
like
7.
It was like when you bossed up on them.
Game 7 World Series. or
It's like when
something,
you
man.
bossed
I
up on them, and during that playoff game, you got to understand the story behind Fares bossing up on Sufi. Fares' number 1 player that year was Nabil Abdullah, and he was gone in Egypt. And Sufi was undefeated throughout the season until our teams met, and they lost that week. And then that's when the dysfunction between Joe and Sufi became evident. And was it playoff,
it was
playoff Sunday?
playoff Sunny came out, and
It was-
I locked down Joe that game.
It was playoff Sunday. I'm not gonna lie. And,
Tw- 21 points. What are you? 21 points, and I had to guard Joe. What are you looking at me?
Fares
like that
is
for?
like, you guys ever see that video?
Well,
of
I don't
Ed
look like a
Reed?
donut to you right now.
You guys ever see that video of Ed Reed in college in halftime when he's talking about I'm hurt.
I didn't know.
Don't ask me if I'm hurt. I'm giving my heart out. This that. It's like inspirational, like motivation. That's Fares, bro. Fares on any team, he brings the heart. Brings the heart.
No, defensively, hey, I'm not gonna lie. I swear, I'm gonna give him all the credit in the world. Defensively, Fares, he'll put you in the right spot. He won't put himself in the right spot, but he'll put you in the right spot. He'll tell you exactly what to do. He's a very good defensive coordinator. Okay, very good defensive coordinator. He'll coordinate. He can see it, like visualize it happening in front of you. And
This could have been an all-state safety if someone would have just gave him a chance.
What were we talking about before this?
What's the number?
yeah,
313.
he's so agitated.
306.
You're really gonna give it to Fatty?
Stop, man.
I don't want to talk about
1750. It's okay.
Abe-
So, what rankings right now? If you were to put them in order, where what do
I'm
we?
gonna be
Four-
biased.
Yeah, I mean, no, you should
I'm gonna
because
be biased.
obviously
Bosh,
your team is the
Hussein,
best.
Huh?
Bosh, Hussein, Nawar,
Yeah, just give us like the
Larry.
top 3-4 contenders right now.
You can't. Bosh, Hussein, Nawar.
Bash Manowar
Nah, I think Hussein Badani takes it.
Hussein.
No, absolutely. I love Nawar is my brother-in-law, and I'm gonna tell you straight up.
We're not talking about individuals. We're
Listen.
talking about the team.
Team? No,
Yes.
no. We're talking about MVP.
No, I'm talking about team right now.
Oh, team. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
cool.
Pay
yeah,
attention.
yeah.
Pay attention.
Okay,
You want
sorry.
to be next week.
Sorry. I apologize, Ferris.
So go ahead. Those are my 3 rankings. What's yours? Is it still Hussein?
No, Bosh. Yeah, Bosh, Nawar, Hussein would be. As far as teams, but I'm talking about like individual players.
It's after
Sonny likes talking
No,
about
no.
individual.
Nawar, his team is.
after last.
I thought he was talking about MVP. Calm down.
After last Monday, you
Give you
saw
another
2
donut.
captains gone, and you saw 2 different results. That team got. I'm sorry, bro. They pulled away. They got pulled away, and they were. It wasn't even a game in the second half.
It wasn't.
And Manowar's team without Manowar played it to the very last bucket to where they could have tied it. I think Manowar's number 1. I think Bosh is 2. And I'm telling you, I'm gonna call it right now. If these guys continue to
Here we
show
go,
up and
here we
play,
Don't try to pull one.
team Mike, team Hamed,
Come on, man.
Who played a better
No way.
team?
them
Evie?
4.
We did we play a better team?
Played
Did we
what do you
play
mean?
a better team, or did Manowar's team play a better?
Okay, who did Manowar's team play?
Mana.
Okay, record
We
wise,
played
and
Mike.
Time out.
Mike came and played this week,
Okay.
along with
Okay.
Hamada,
Okay.
along with Osama.
Okay.
And Hassi just told you guys about what Abdullah's capable of doing
I don't
every
care
single
what
game.
Asili said.
So
That
they got.
don't mean nothing to me.
So
Unknown caller.
Let me ask you guys this question real quick, all right?
Abdullah's a good player, but he's
Great player.
That's why that
Great.
that's why
Is he
they're
getting?
3.
Is he getting enough?
That's why
is he gonna
they're
get
3.
enough chip?
That's why Bosh is 2 and Manowar is 1.
Okay,
All right,
listen.
who do we
Why
have
are you
calling?
mad?
We gotta,
That's my
Go ahead.
opinion. Why are you mad? Why? Yeah, you are. You got mad at me.
Who do we have
Who
calling? Who do we
had
have
better
calling
than
right
you?
quick? Let's hear who we got calling. Hello?
Looks like a babysitter is calling.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam.
Bonfire tonight, fellas. Everybody's welcome.
Who's this calling?
Hey, Omar, how are you, Habibi?
Is this Fatty?
Yes. How are you guys?
What's going on, man? Are you preparing for that bonfire later on tonight?
Yes, you guys coming for sure?
Inshallah. What's going on,
I
Fatty?
was gonna call. I was gonna tell Ferris, but Ferris never answers my phone calls or texts. He
Ooh.
just
Well, he's here right
What-
now.
When did you call me, Fatty?
you're in the group chat. Not once
When
did you
did you?
answer.
When did you call me?
I called you the other day.
All right, let's get back to the phone call and the reason for
Could
the
you
phone call.
could you send your a phone call to Umar, please, so he could show us?
Yes, I will for
Okay.
sure.
Talk to me, Fatty. Talk to me. What's going on, Fatty?
What's up, guys? Sonny, how are you, Sonny?
How are you, Fred? What's going on?
Fred?
Yeah, that's what we call guys named Fatty. We call him Fred. Is there a
Is he
problem?
Fred at the bonfires or just?
I expect all 5 of you guys to be at the bonfire.
Inshallah.
Inshallah,
These
man.
Guys, you know,
Inshallah.
Moti and Omar T, they got,
Yeah, I plan on being there, inshallah. You know, I don't have. Oh, we got,
I'll see you guys.
yeah.
I'll see all you guys tonight, man. I just wanted to give some
All right, we got another call, Fatty. I appreciate you, though,
Oh
man.
my
Thank
God,
you.
the next
All
call.
right, buddy. Bye.
All right, take it easy. All right, hold on 1 second. Let me make sure I answer this one.
Oh, let me get comfortable.
All right, who do we got calling in today, bro? Who's this calling?
And me.
The man that does not need an introduction. What's up? I heard a lot of birds chirping.
Bucket.
Alaikum
A
assalam.
lot of birds chirping, man. I had to put all my front lawns full of birds heater. What's going on, fellas?
I thought you're out. Why are you calling in?
I'm calling in because I heard my name too many times for middle-aged, grown-ass men to be mentioning me this much. It's not healthy.
See how mad he is?
Very.
You see that? He already cussed.
I told you as soon as I'm
I already said it.
involved.
I called
As soon as I'm involved,
I just
I'm
called
like,
to clear up one small detail.
He's
The
gonna
only
come
reason why I
after
love
me.
that
He's
gonna
chat
talk to
is
us,
because
Billy.
it's gonna come
Talk to
after
us.
me.
it's
He's gonna
supposed to
come
be
after me.
called trash talk chat
Yeah, big time.
about basketball, not about personal things.
Who's talking personal?
People, you the guy to your left knows exactly what I'm talking about. He mentioned the whole family. I'm not gonna say who they are. And as soon as he said that, that's out of my league. I don't do that stuff. I'm sorry.
See, you're doing it again, Billy. The same thing I talked to you about before. And nobody, but look how you came out to mention that. You just threw bait out to try to get him to talk about it. Sonny's too big of a man to even bring it up. Why are you bringing that up right now?
Listen, man, I'm just letting you guys know when the chat gets personal, I'm out. I'm not gonna sit here and tolerate that. That's terrible for a grown-ass man to be talking like that.
Where did it get personal in the Oz Media chat?
And I was in the chat. I'm not a part of the 30 Over League.
You're out.
And I have nothing to talk about.
But
what am I going to come talk about?
Why'd you leave the chat? Fahmi's still in it.
Okay,
Fahmi's in
noted.
the chat. And
Thank you. Thank you
I told
for
him to
noted.
re-add me
Noted.
in a few months. It's no big deal.
Well
you
noted.
see, you're like Abee Abraham is like a 9th grader that goes to Epsom Ford High School.
Thank you.
You're worried about
Here's
the
the one-liners,
You're worried
guys.
about the
Here it
tids
is.
and bits.
Go ahead.
Hey,
let me
Let him
with the
talk.
one-liners.
Let somebody else talk beside you,
Yeah.
baby. Hold
Come on,
on, man. You're worried
one-liner.
about the tids and bits too much.
King of the one-liners, hit it. What was 9th grader? What was the line again?
I thought you like a 9th grader that goes to Epsom Ford High School. You're worried about why'd you leave the chat? Why'd you wear a different shirt? Why'd you change your shoes? You're worried about too much. Shorty Spice, relax.
Hey, Billy. First of all,
I'm
how
just
are
letting you
you?
guys know I love every person in that room. What I do, I love all you guys the same.
Is
But there's some
Abee
stuff I
is
just don't- I don't
Abee?
like.
And we love.
I
you
have
too.
one question for you, Bilal. Is Abee gonna get a combo for 4 anytime soon?
I don't need combos from Billy. Me and Billy are still in a peace treaty.
I think you need to get.
Abee's my
I
guy.
think
all you guys can get it.
Billy,
all you
Billy.
guys can get a
Yo,
four piece.
Yo,
We're
pause.
still on- Pause.
That boy said all of us could get it. What's going on?
Hey, Billy.
Relax.
Will you?
Hey, Coach T knows what I mean.
Hey, Billy. Are you gonna come to Fatty's bonfire later on?
He's not coming.
There's no.
Unconfirmed.
You better be confirmed because I'm gonna rip you up when we get there.
We could have. We could have a.
unconfirmed.
I won't rip you up on the air, Billy, but I'll rip you up when we're at the bonfire. I
What
promise.
have you been doing for the past hour, you scrub? Look at this guy.
Hey, that's not ripping. That's just talking about that your soft skills on the
Hey,
back.
Listen, man, I gotta reiterate I gotta say one thing, man.
Hold on.
We've all grown up with each other. We all love each other. It's all respect and love. People make mistakes here or there. For me personally, I took it differently. That's why I left. To me, it's not a big deal leaving the chat. I'll be back.
I want to add something though, Billy and Abee. This is for you too.
You're stirring the pot and there's nothing there. Can we congratulate Yusuf?
Wow.
Can we congratulate Billy on his first win as a coach in the 30 and over, please? Thank you.
Mabruk, Billy.
Billy and Larry
very proud,
Legend.
man. Very proud of my guys.
Billy led Larry Legend's team. Pulled off a victory, even though Billy knows he's got a couple things he needs to fix. He didn't like the fact that Sufi was yelling at people and lost his head in the last 2 minutes.
I love my team.
With Billy's
I love my
defense,
team. I love my team.
He's still committed to his team. What happened to you coaching Nader?
I'm not coaching it.
What, you were on the sideline for a week.
I came in just to scout.
7-day contract.
I came in the scout.
What happened there, Popovich?
I came in the scout.
Okay.
Every time
I'm
I
not a
see,
coach. I'm not
every
a
time I
coach, I'm
see
a
a
player.
small,
I wanted to
every
say
time I see
something.
a
I'm not a
comedian of Looney
coach, I'm a
Tunes jersey,
player.
I know Abie's there.
I wanted to say something. Billy said
Oh,
we're all brothers.
I got another good one
He says
coming
that a
up
lot.
for you.
He says
Inshallah,
that it's important.
Let Fatty say.
And it's really generic. We're all brothers, and it's true. And it's like you. I mean, you're going to get in an argument with your brother, right?
100%.
Are you still going to talk to him tomorrow?
Maybe.
No, you are.
Me and my brother.
Right? You're not going to shut the door on him for months or anything like that.
We fight.
So it's really important. Like, hey, whatever happens, I mean, tomorrow we got to continue talking.
Yeah.
So I don't know exactly what happened.
Who's not talking?
I mean, he left the group.
Okay,
He left.
that's
He
Billy.
left the room.
So you're saying he's not talking to us?
Just
I'm
to
know
be
what's
fair,
going on.
just to be fair,
I don't know what's going
to
on.
everybody.
Stop.
Hey,
You're mad
you're
at
right.
us.
You're
You
right.
don't know what's
You're
going-
right.
Stop.
You're mad at
hold on.
Asli for
You
taking
were
his side.
You were an
Maybe. Let's
iceberg.
move on.
Stop.
Let's
I
move
didn't-
on.
yeah, but I didn't-
Let's move on.
but-
But just to be
No, but
fair
I'm
to
just
everybody,
saying.
hey,
End
we
of the
love
day,
we love Billy. We love Billy. We love Billy. We respect Billy. But
Listen,
Billy, let me talk. Let me talk.
Sonny, you know how much I look up to you, bro. I'm just letting you know. I think you made a
Habibi,
mistake.
Billy. But
and you
I
won't
didn't.
own up to it,
No. That's not how it's
The
gonna work.
thing is, Omar,
But
Abee,
Billy, you have to.
when
You have
Look how he keeps putting the AB.
You
No.
can't exaggerate
Hold
things.
on,
Take
guys.
things.
One person at a time.
You cannot exaggerate things and take them out of context. Okay, that's
Okay,
number one.
when you're off air to the
First,
Shabbat, when you're off air to the
we can
Shabbat,
talk about it
repeat to them what
offline
you
later.
said, and let me know.
We can talk about it offline later. We can talk about it at the
I'm
bonfire.
saying,
We
that's
can
what I'm
talk about it
saying.
whenever you want.
When you talk to the Shabab offline,
However-
once you guys have get a
okay.
little break, tell them what you said.
Okay.
And then you call me back. Let me know what they say.
You're gonna take. They take it, make a mountain out of a molehill. That's exactly what you're doing right now, Billy.
But you think it's
You
a
cannot
molehill. It's
just-
really a mountain, Habibi.
It's definitely that, and everybody's entitled to their opinion, and everybody's entitled to the right to say things, And what you're doing is
maybe I'm wrong,
Okay.
maybe you're wrong. Inshallah,
I think what you need to do, Billy, is you need to stop making a big deal about these little things and focus on the bigger picture.
Which is what?
Which is at the end of the day, if you let every single comment, every single word that comes out of somebody's mouth, hold on, you're being defensive right now. Let me just hold on. Okay, if you let every single comment affect you in a large way or in a big way, then I don't think you should be part of any WhatsApp group. Okay.
I appreciate it very much, Sarah Jessica Raphael. Relax. Nobody's taking it.
Okay, no problem.
I'm gonna let you know. You converse with the Shabab offline and tell them what happened, and you guys call me back. That's all.
No
All
problem.
right, last thing,
Take care.
Faris, what did you want to say?
He's coming back to AB.
Let's come back to AB because then we can just say
Sonny, you're right, but let's be honest. How many times did you call in because someone made a little comment and you just went all out? Okay, and that happens a lot with you, and it happens a lot with a lot of the mousetraps, right?
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to Sonny.
So
It happens to Sonny's one of those guys. If you say something in front of a large group, oh, he's coming after you.
Everybody does it.
But
though.
that's
You're
what I'm
right.
saying. So let's
Everybody
not
does
say
it.
Billy, stop acting like this.
I wouldn't be called Action Sonny if I didn't give you no action, right?
Every action does cause a reaction.
Hey, Billy, I appreciate your phone call. Any last
Action,
final
Sonny.
comments? All right.
He's the king of that too. He doesn't say
But
bye. He
It's
hangs
okay.
up.
It's okay. So listen, guys, because we already like 45 minutes in.
Yeah.
And we
Right?
even talk about the league.
No, we haven't.
We kind of did.
No, we didn't.
We have not talked about
MVP
the-
race. That's it.
Okay.
No, we talked about the two teams losing, the undefeated.
Okay, let's talk.
talked
Let's
about
talk.
Larry
Let's talk
Legends,
about the
Super
worst, the people that had the most impact on this league. I wanna put Hamada's name out there. Seriously, this guy, even he's on a new team and he still can't perform. Okay, I mean it's just, to me, I think you maybe need to take a step away from basketball and maybe gain a little bit of weight, because now he's like doing this heady thing and he's over dribbling the ball. He's got guys open.
Unbelievable.
Okay, I can't criticize anybody. This is my
Not the
opinion.
same guy every week.
Okay.
When you didn't know what you don't
right,
even know
you're
what he
right.
did last week.
You're right. He did good last week. That's the only time. I mean, it was his first win.
Faris, what are your thoughts?
I think Sonny has something really, really
Against
he-
Hamada, for sure, 100%.
Yeah, they go back supposedly. I figured that out.
You think
Yeah,
Hamada
I'm taking the
you think
opportunity.
Hamada should quit basketball?
No, I'm leveraging the opportunity to be with Omar and Moti and you guys and to be on the show to say that Hamada should not play basketball anymore because I think he's terrible. That's all I'm saying. I'm leveraging this moment. I'm leveraging this opportunity to say this live.
Hey, I don't
The
think.
Hamada.
Hold
So
on. I don't think
there's
we
nothing
talked.
wrong
I don't
with
think
it?
I don't think we talked enough about the hamtramck guys. Again, shout out Fujo, MVP 35 and over. In the last two games, he came out and balled.
They lost by 30, man.
Fujo,
It don't matter. He kept them
Fujo
close.
time.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't?
They only had 5 guys.
I just seen
There wasn't a mousetrap
There was
underneath
5
that one.
No, there was
That's
5
why.
There was 5 guys.
They lost by what?
There was no Charmander. There was no Romeo, bro.
Listen,
They played with 5 guys.
Fujo deserves MVP. Fujo deserves.
Yeah, that was a real shout out.
Week before he deserves a shout out, but if they lost by 30, I don't want to hear him about how many points.
Exactly. Thank you,
He
man.
played-
Could you just make him sit here?
He played 44 minutes and balled
He
out.
had
never
to
quit.
play 44
He never
minutes.
Quit.
Right.
Yeah, but he never
Right.
quit.
Yeah, he did quit. They lost by 30. They quit.
He quit.
On defense, obviously they
Fujo
did.
quit.
No, no,
Yeah.
no.
Fujo quit.
Yeah.
No.
So you quit.
Fujo never quit. His other guys quit.
You quit.
I quit.
Stop. You lost by 20.
Hey.
You quit.
Listen,
Stop putting people down, man. You guys want to sit there and put people down. When
Put
you,
people down.
Yeah,
I'm just saying they
AB
lost
and
by
Fatis.
30.
AB and Fat.
It's a heated
They
show.
lost by 30.
This is a.
And there's a
funny.
few guys that only care about those numbers when they lose by 30.
Yeah.
We care about 0 and
And
14.
I wonder who are those guys.
I'm giving Fujo
Don't make me
an
expose them.
individual shout out.
No, I'll throw some mousetraps myself.
I'm giving. Show me.
I
Show me
will.
what you got.
I will.
Show me
Please,
what you
I
got.
wanna-
I'm going to go buy a
this.
few.
Hey, can
Show
we-
me what
I'm going
you
to
got.
stop by Walmart. I'm going to go through them next week. During timeouts, AB's right there listening in like this. Listening in. Oh, yeah, we're doing it.
Do it.
We're doing it.
gotta
Go back
do.
to Fujo. Lost by 30. Why'd you
Shout
get
out
mad?
to Fujo. on
Why
that
did you get
individual.
mad when I mentioned that?
Okay.
Isn't that a critical part of the game?
It is. It is.
100%.
They scored by 20. Who
yeah,
talks
yeah,
about
I didn't
how
know
many
that.
points?
Stop.
When
Okay,
they-
time out. When Austin was on the phone right now and gave that shout out to Fadis for balling out, you guys just lost by 20.
He said this year. He didn't say the
he
last
said
game.
the last 2 games.
I didn't
bro.
play last game.
Yeah, you did.
I didn't play last
you
game.
did.
I didn't play the entire
Yes,
second
you
half.
did. Yes, you did.
He said
Once you were down 12, you
Ahmad,
decided
please.
you were hurt.
You know
I'm
what
gonna
you
sit
heard.
out.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Tell him.
He said Faddis has been playing a round and a half better than when he got
he
drafted.
got
In the last 2 games.
I don't think he mentioned last 2 games.
AB.
Wait, listen, let's
See the
just,
smirk on AB's face, guys?
Shout out to Fujo. I don't care what anybody says. I'm gonna tell you right
I
now.
had-
Oh,
No,
definitely,
great guy.
definitely.
I had to
Great
give
guy.
him.
Oh, yeah.
I had to give him tremendous
No,
love.
he balled out.
Appreciate you. Hey,
See how quick I got shot down though.
Moti, before you laughed, what are your thoughts on mentioning points per game or points total if your team went down like
I'm
that?
not a fan of that. Like to me, that's crazy. If you are mentioning your points when your team got lost by 20, 30 points, to me, it's crazy. To me, tells me that your mind is not there as far as you know what I'm saying. As far as
Crazy
your
enough
team.
to get kicked out of the show?
A very hey, it just tells me you're an
hear ya.
individual. I don't like playing with individuals. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a stat that a lot of people look at, which to me, it doesn't represent that player to me sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
So if a guy was to talk about how he averaged a triple-double but lost every time he had a triple-double.
I don't like that.
Okay.
I don't like that.
Because
listen.
that triple double is enough to win. So
Hey, listen. Last year,
We talk
right?
about triple-double.
AB last year when they were like, "Oh, Minnie is averaging a triple double, whatever."
oh,
Hold on.
he
Me,
threw him.
It got him drafted high.
What?
my bad.
He got the trap.
Hey,
He got
No, no,
Caught the trap without the cheese.
no. I'm giving you an example.
You don't need cheese for that.
he got the trap?
That's Bilal Farhat.
No, it's fine. It's
That
fine.
was my example.
Mo,
Without saying his name.
No. But his team kept losing,
That's my example without
right?
saying his
So
name.
to me, I'm not gonna say his triple double doesn't count. I just wouldn't bring it up.
Listen, I feel like I'm in a show of Tom and Jerry right now.
Big time. Hey, these mouse traps Faddis has been talking about, they're real. They're 100% real. But let me just add one point.
AB is
okay?
the king of mousetraps.
You talked about Munir Al-Hadi's triple doubles he was losing is because Munir Al-Hadi's style of game is different than Fujo's style of game. We're going to have to...
Yeah, for
we're-
sure.
2 different individual players.
Absolutely.
Okay, Munir likes to dribble, blah, 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 facilitate.
But triple double is still
Okay.
crazy.
Yeah, mashallah.
The only reason I was giving, and I'm going to defend this to Faddis because he doesn't like this stuff, but when stats measure individual performance. We know that, okay? And we know Faddis is individual performance. He can play defense, but offense, not so much, okay? Fujo, his team and his entire team quit. I was watching the game live. The other guys were not contributing. He had to take those. He wanted to win. He wanted to score, and he had to take those shots because his partners were not. Those other good players were
Teammates.
not. His teammates.
All right, I got a question for you, Sonny.
Yeah.
If your team allows you to take 20 shots a game, how many points you better have?
Well, what's expected is what he's saying. What?
No. Yeah,
No. You're taking 20 shots.
Yeah. You're taking 20 shots.
So
How
what's
many
expected
points
out
is
of you?
expected? Exactly. Go ahead.
First of all, I don't take 20 shots a game.
No. I just
Really?
answer the question.
Listen, I did that one time. Relax.
Oh, yeah.
But listen,
One time.
at least 25 points. But here's the thing: at least 25 points.
What do you mean, the NBA,
That's
bro?
Hey,
We in
listen,
the
he
NBA,
even
but-
laughed.
in the NBA?
No, hey, listen. If I take 20 shots, a game, you can expect 25 points from me.
I agree.
Oh.
Guys.
Because I know
guys,
my
He's not
20
saying
shots a
you.
game.
He's saying if someone takes, what do you expect?
No.
from that person?
He answered it right.
Yeah.
So guys, 20,
Basically, in general.
25 points a
What do you
game, right?
expect?
Sonny's not making 25 points out of 20 shots.
Wow, that's crazy.
Okay. He was talking about my
He
offense
better.
after he got traded. Let him know who averaged more. I'll in high school or he did on another's team. Go ahead and see. You want to bring that up?
Listen.
I'm not letting you and AB go today.
Oh.
You came on the show.
Okay.
I'm coming.
Listen.
Let's go.
You and eight. Stop.
Oh, somebody got mad.
Stop. Okay.
Somebody got mad.
Look, I love how
Somebody got triggered.
You're right.
You guys.
Somebody
You're right.
got triggered.
If you take 20, if
Let's
you take
go.
20 shots a game, you're expected to score a certain amount of points.
Absolutely.
However, when Fujo was the last game, Fujo's team when they were playing, Fujo didn't get much support. Other players were not they're not even playing defense.
No, I get it.
Let alone
He only
offense.
had 5 players. He
And
had.
then when he came back
he had
on the
to do what
other
he gotta
side,
do.
I swear I saw the ball swing, and it's back at Fujo.
Moti.
He
Let me
had
ask you this.
He had no other choice but to
Yeah.
shoot it.
Let me ask you this: in the 35 and over, man, how many people scored 25 points a game? Because there was several people who averaged 20 shots a game.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying. See.
Oh,
I hear
absolutely.
I hear what you're
I
saying.
can watch film.
No,
Look,
I hear what
listen,
you're saying.
I used to
just
watch
think
film.
I think that number there. I mean, we're not in this
Think
league,
about it.
In this league, at 20 shots a game, man, if you're not scoring at least 15 to 18,
That's crazy to me.
But hold on, time out, bro. Look at the league we're talking about.
Guys.
We're not talking about pick up in the 30, and we're not talking about the G League. We're talking about the F League.
Right. Exactly. Hey, so it should be easier, right?
Not really.
No,
How many
skill levels.
Mo, how many
How many of those
shots are
20 shots
taken in
are
an entire
forced?
game?
Listen, I'm
How many shots?
What do you mean?
How many shots are taken offensively in a game?
Like total?
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe 35, 40?
More than that.
So if somebody's taking 20, you're not winning.
No, that's not true. Because listen,
You're not
Depends
winning.
on who's taking.
there was a game. Me and Shaggy shot 22 apiece, and hold on, and Redwan and Nader Al-Safari both had 18 and something. Like they had over 30.
I got somebody
together.
calling. We got
That's
somebody
30.
calling.
That's 50. That's 70 shots.
Somebody want to set something straight.
That's
All right,
crazy.
that's
All
for
of
sure.
us. All of
All
us.
right.
Did you guys win?
So hold on. Let me see who's
I think we
calling.
did.
I hope it's Hamada.
Who do we got calling in?
You got Fujo calling in. I hear my
Fujo
name
time.
going off. I get the alert.
Fujo time. Talk to me, Fujo. What's going on, man? I see your comments over here, but you know, I couldn't get to them
Listen,
yet.
first off, I promise you, Ahmed and Romeo were there. We're killing them.
Sonny?
I disagree.
are-
This
if
Fujo,
Ahmed
I want you to win all the ways, but I disagree.
I
You know
said
why?
that-
Because I don't think Romeo is a talent that you
listen,
think of
Sonny,
he is. I really I don't. Sorry.
I could tell you're not watching the game. Let me tell you why you didn't watch the game correctly.
I watched that game. I watched the entire game. I was there.
Where did they kill us? They didn't kill us on.
Transition.
Being able
They
to
rain on
dodge.
you guys.
No. Watch the game. They killed us on rebounds.
Okay.
Sonny doesn't
Go watch the game,
know
Sonny.
what
They had-
rebounds mean.
They had
Points,
75
buckets,
rebounds to our
shots.
9.
Hey, listen,
Calm down, Frodo.
Listen. Your MVP's talking. Let your MVP talk. Go ahead, Fujo.
They had 75 rebounds to our 9.
Damn.
Mind you that our tallest guy was Joe. After Joe, everybody else was 5'8" and shorter compared to their team.
I felt like Joe gave up.
Now with
second
that
half.
stat, Fujo, why don't you ask Sonny again if it would have made a difference?
The rebounds
Maybe
made a
with
big- would've made a
Chamander.
big
Maybe
difference.
with Chamander, but not with Romeo.
I disagree. Romeo's
Yeah,
Romeo
75 to
plays
9
good
rebounds.
defense.
Romeo's
He
a
does
big-
though.
Romeo's a
To
big
earn
piece.
credibility, you got to say the right stuff.
I thought that
Romeo's a big
It would have
piece
been a
of the
big
team at the end of the
Romeo and Chamander. on
Would have been
that team.
would have been a little closer.
They've
but
been
you guys
playing.
still
They've been
lost.
playing well this whole year.
You know what I do like is that the vibes that I was getting in the beginning of the season was like nobody was interested, but it seems like people are starting to get a lot more serious about the league now with all the smack talk and stuff.
Oh yeah.
You know, in the beginning it seemed like it was like a little lackadaisical.
Yeah.
Maybe because 35 plus league just ended and people are just like, you know.
No, this
Hey,
season
Omar,
we're including
you gotta
mousetraps.
remember, Omar, you got to remember, Hussein Badani's team is loaded from 1 to 8.
They do have
They
a
are
good. They do have a
loaded.
good
Every
squad
player on that team is good and can average 10 plus points a game.
with the opportunity. Yeah.
So if you watch the game, they
true.
kept rotating players like every 5 minutes. They kept switching up. Every time I turned around, I had a new defender on me.
That's what
Every
you
time
thought.
Joe
No,
turned
they
around,
got
there
they
was a
had the
fresh leg
shitties sitting
on
on
him.
the bench. Listen.
There is no shitty.
No.
I'm sorry. I didn't
What
mean to say
city's
that.
on their team?
No, every guy.
There
You're
was
right.
no
Fuju,
shitty on this
Fuju, I
team. I'm
agree.
sorry.
I'm taking a shot at one
Every
of
guy
them.
on their
I'm taking a
team.
shot at one
Every
of them.
guy on their
Sorry.
team.
Yeah, Sonny just got 3 people upset. I can tell you that right now.
I know. Hey, this is
Well,
what we-
When you have
every guy on their
Listen,
team
when
can
you have me
produce with
second-
minutes.
when you have me checking Hussein Badani, then I gotta go check Omar Abu Jabbar.
Oh,
Dude,
Mo Abdullah.
They drain us. Or Mo Abu Jabbar. And then you got Joe bouncing around. You remember we got players that never played organized basketball on our team. That some of them, this is their first season, and they're finally getting to understand the game of basketball. Us losing, the game was close until the second half. If you watch the game, it's not like we got blown out right off rip. We were keeping up with them until
after the
killed us
second
at the
half.
end of the
Yeah.
day.
They only had 5. They
Yeah,
had nobody in the
yeah.
rotation.
You guys look drained.
The side
You guys
killed
look
us.
drained.
It's
Yeah.
hard out there.
How many more weeks are there left in the season for playoffs? 3?
I think 5,
Oh,
4.
5, 4?
I don't know. They got to figure out what they're going to do about one missed game and then the pushover game from the school board meeting.
Fujo, any final
But I want to
comments?
say, no, I just want to say hello to everybody. Inshallah, I see you guys all
I'm your
tonight.
biggest fan,
Oh,
Fujo.
love,
funny.
Fujo. I had to bring you up, Fujo.
I'm your
got-
biggest fan, Fujo.
No, you're not.
All right, Fujo,
I
man, thank you
appreciate it. I
very
love you
much.
guys. Yalla, guys.
Have a
Take it
good
easy.
Fujo. I'll see you
All
later.
right, Fujo.
Listen, guys, I just want to say one thing before we get out of LOL League because it's been an hour, all right? And there's one final thing I want to say.
Act like don't faze me.
Is Oxley song?
Anxiety drives me crazy. My insecurities could eat me alive.
Oh man.
Now this song, Billy, you want to call up about something? Maybe we'll wait till next
There
week. But
we
this song was from
Okay,
our city to
Ahmad,
you.
we'll talk offline. I'll tell you
That's
something.
all I gotta say. Shout out to Sambo. Is Sambo in the league, by the way? I don't
Yes,
know.
he
Sambo,
is.
man. Shout out to Sambo.
He is on
Yes, he is.
Manowar's team,
And
he's being
very-
buried because Hamada busted his team up, and now there's 8 guys per team. My opinion.
Sambo's playing extremely well. You know how hard it
In
is
the
to come
limited
in,
minutes, yeah.
playing 7-8 minutes and getting rhythm.
Yeah, yeah.
He'll shoot 3-4 times and he'll make 50% easily.
Yeah, he needs
It's
to be in
really
rhythm
hard.
too.
Yeah.
It's really hard. And there's not a lot of guys that could do that. I mean, if you take captains out for a long time, it takes a minute to get, involved in the game. So, and he's a heck of a teammate too.
He is.
You don't
Facts.
hear a word from him.
Facts.
Yeah. Shout out to Sambo,
Unbelievable.
man. Great guy.
Hey, we got to keep an eye on Kamal's team. There was 2 players who kind of quit on him when they were down 20 and wasn't available for the comeback.
So we're gonna talk about Unique Coney Island, and then shout out to Unique Coney Island, and then we're gonna roll into the other topics. Shout out to Unique Coney Island.
Unique Coney Island. Unique Coney Island is famous for their original unique pita, homemade chicken lemon rice, unique chicken qalaba, shawarma, gyro, and much more. They also have a reward system there, where every 100 points you get $7 off your next meal. Their location is 33102 DeQuinder Road, Sterling Heights, Michigan. Shout out to Sambo, Big Nate, Big Nasty, and everyone over there at Unique Coney Island for the best conies around.
Hey, I just want to throw this out there. I just realized Uncle Eddie be sending me his stats so I can mention it. So shout out. I just realized that.
But hold on.
I love
hold
Uncle
on,
Ed.
Hold on.
Hey,
Hold on.
he's
Before you say something, hold on.
Okay.
Gotta ask Fadas first and Moti. Can we talk about his stats?
Oh,
They
yeah,
lost by
you're
20.
Right, you're right. I just want. I mean,
He
Can
could
we
be.
talk? I'm glad. No disrespect.
Let's
but
talk
you're-
about season
you're
stats.
my
Listen,
Season
man.
season stats.
Okay.
Uncle
okay.
Ed is underrated.
for his second year, he's
Okay.
averaging 9.8 points, 10 rebounds, pretty much
Yeah,
10
double-double.
and 10,
And
10
And like
10.
18 fist bumps too. When he,
Hey,
He's underrated.
hey, I
He's
caught
much
him. I caught him like doing 5 winks on the sideline. I watched a lot of film, so I see all that stuff, Uncle Eddie.
You gotta remember, Fadas.
And I see the scoreboard while you're doing that. Come on. Please.
hey, Uncle Eddie, funny guy, man. I realize it. Like he sends it to me on WhatsApp too, like not even a personal message. So make sure I see it too.
Uncle Ed's the man.
That's funny, man. But I hope you guys are enjoying this show, man. Like you're gonna have to rewind it. It was like a nice little shot.
do we get like last comments about the league? Like a little comment? Do we get?
He just did that
I mean,
with
listen,
the top
we got
3. That's
so
it, but we gotta talk,
basically
Detroit
best big
sports.
man in shape is Mo Mary, Abee Abraham said Marib. I don't want to mess up his name. And then Uncle Nash.
Bush.
Yeah, and then he said, who did they lose to? This is Nash. Fujo chimed in one of his comments, basically what he said on the phone. And then Mutir, I believe that's how you spell his name, is there's no way he will make 25 points on 20 shots.
About who?
I don't know.
I used to
Just
bust
threw
this
that
guy
out
up for years, and now he's so Mutir, the most overrated player.
there.
Now.
And then
Yeah, alone.
he
He's
said
got his shoes
Fujo
off.
maybe
Stop.
on
He's a
35 plus
champion.
league.
He's a
He said
champion.
that.
Bust him up. I used to
So-
bust him up, wallah, for years.
All right, let's talk about some Detroit sports. All right.
The Tigers threw a combined no-hitter. Why don't we start there?
Yeah, we could start there. The Tigers in general, they are who they are, man. They can't get out of that 9, 8, 10 game under 500 area. I feel like that's just gonna be who we are for the rest of the year.
Yeah, we're 10 games right now.
Yeah.
10 games under.
And through a no hitter. The team, they look like they got some hope, but then
That's
they
the
lose.
first ever combined no-hitter in team history.
That's pretty because we got definitely a long history, rich history. So that's
And
that's
did you
definitely.
guys see the top of 9? Did you see the lineup that Lang had to come in and pitch against to complete that?
Oh, yeah.
no-hitter?
Yeah,
Top 3.
Yeah.
and then tough three.
Rochetta,
The Blue Jays are
Vladimir.
tough. The Blue Jays are tough, all right? Never losing with Riley Green, said Anonymous. So, all right, that's awesome. Moti, what are your thoughts on the Tigers right now and overall recap of just the team and where they're at?
Yeah, they're finally getting healthy. You know what I'm saying? Got a couple guys back from injury. Riley Green is one of them. And I feel like Riley Green is one of those guys where his hitting is contagious. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if, if you guys are like into like superstitions and stuff.
I
but,
am.
I am to a point too. I just feel like, and that Riley Green just brought that energy back to the clubhouse, and having him in that lineup. Sometimes seeing a guy in your lineup, like, oh,
We all right.
he's back. We
Yeah,
good.
we're deep.
But as far as offense, we do got everybody back. You know what I'm saying? And look, man, the Central is weak. You
The
know?
weakest.
It is.
I
It's
think
really bad.
Minnesota is 500 right now, or a game above 500. That's
Yeah.
weak.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So for us to make a comeback with all the games that we have in interleague, you know, I think
It's possible.
And listen, Tiger's gonna make it interesting.
Yeah.
That's all we want this.
That's all we wanted. Yeah.
Make it interesting.
So the Guardians are with one game over 500, or one game over 500. The Twins have game back. They're 500 at 45.
Look at that.
We're 5.5 games back at 10 games under right now.
Yeah.
And then the White Sox are right behind us, 2.5 behind us, and then the Royals just.
They're bad.
But the point, well, you know what really sucked was the Royals and the Athletics were sucked. But the fact that the Athletics, that one
Yeah.
game where the Athletics can't beat nobody.
Yeah. We lost 2 out of 3
Yeah,
to
they
Athletics.
whipped
That was
us.
big.
But that's a baseball terminology used, that hitting is contagious. Like that is huge. That is huge in baseball.
For sure. All right. I don't think there's much else to talk about with the Tigers. We can move on. I don't think there's not lines right now. There's still training camp hasn't
Training
begun.
camps, nothing really
big. The Pistons just had their first summer league game yesterday. I don't know if
Yeah.
anybody got a chance to watch the
I watched the
Pistons.
tail end of that.
So what are your thoughts, on some of these young bucks playing? Marcus Sasser, and I forgot to mention this. So we were talking about Killian Hayes. Like, that's the reason why I kind of want him to leave, is because I want these guys that are here now to get some minutes into play. I feel like we drafted Marcus Sasser in the first round. If he might be the third or fourth guard coming off the bench, so be it. But I'd rather have him coming off the bench than have Killian, who we might still be able to get something for him, coming off the bench, and then that's just gonna make Marcus Sasser sit pretty much this whole rookie year. Were you able to watch the game or anything
No,
like
I
that?
didn't. But I did watch the Spurs versus the Hornets.
Okay.
think it's a
Yeah, I
couple
want to
days
talk about
ago.
Victor Wembanyama. Can we just
Yeah,
hold
go
on
ahead,
before
go
we
ahead.
do that? Just
Go ahead.
overall, the Pistons, just in general, the young guys.
I mean-
what are your thoughts on them?
Jaden Ivey looked good. Honestly, he still looks. Sasser didn't look bad. I looked at the stat line. He didn't play bad. Obviously, Jaden.
Jalen Duren
Jalen.
and James Wiseman did all right.
Yeah,
too.
they both looked good. But again, they're playing within. Outside of Ivy, who's really projected as our starter when you talk about the starting five. I know comes back, but
Jalen Duren is shooting threes, guys. That's big, man.
yeah.
Shit, James Wiseman is too.
James Wiseman shooting threes, like
Well,
guys.
that's the league we're in. Everybody, look at the league.
Yeah,
look at our.
I think Jalen Duren, guys, man, is gonna be he might be an all-star, man. Like not this year. I'm talking about in the future. This guy, the way he plays, his energy, the way he moves around on the court, and if he can really develop a shot, bro, like we got ourselves a steal. I think he's gonna be really good, man. Like people were comparing him to like Sean Kemp.
When was he drafted? What round was
He was first
first.
round,
Who?
15th pick,
Yes,
right?
that was like his NBA
Jalen?
comparison. Yeah,
Sean Kemp?
Sean Kemp. That was his
Sean
NBA
Kemp.
comparison.
Hey, some say Kevin Garnett.
So that's what I'm trying. He's like 19. He's still 19, right?
I'm for
Sean
He's
Kemp was never a
19
shooter.
years old.
He's not. How big is this guy?
Oh, he's 6'10".
Yeah, at least.
Yeah, he's
Because I-
he's up
He's up
there,
there,
man.
yeah.
And dude, I'm telling you, man, he's 19.
I
and
think he's older than that. He gotta be older.
biggest
than
thing is his motor and his attitude.
didn't come out of high
man.
school,
Like,
did he?
he already has that attitude.
No,
that,
no, Memphis.
Like
Well, here's my thing.
Detroit
This is
bad
his
boy
sec-
attitude.
If he played he played 1 year in college. He played 1 year of the pros. He's going into his second year of the pros. How you still only 19? You played at 17?
He was 18 in rookie year. Yeah.
He turned 18 in December, late,
Okay, so he was 17 when he was at Memphis.
when he was drafted.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he was at 17.
no, when he was drafted, I think he was 18,
Yeah.
turning 19.
Yeah.
Now he's 19, about
He's
to
got to
turn
be.
20.
Yeah, he's got to be 20 or something. I'm just
Yeah.
saying that made no sense. Like 19.
No, he
you're
turns
30.
20 in October.
All
So
right.
when the season starts.
Moti, what are your thoughts on the Pistons?
Yeah, man, I got a few takeaways. I'm gonna go player by player. First of all, Jaden Ivey to me disappointed me yesterday. All right. Yeah, if you look at his stat line, he ended up with 14, 5, and 5, right? And you're like, oh, he played a good game. No, if you watch the whole game, which I did, because I'm a diehard Detroit fan, he took a lot of bad shots. He is definitely the go-to guy for the Pistons on the summer league team, and he showed it by taking those shots. It was horrible shots, missing a lot of shots. I think he ended up with like 5-6 turnovers. Not taking care of the ball. He missed on a few alley-oops to Jalen Duren and James Wiseman, which it could have been easy points. To me, he didn't look good. Shaft
5 for
mentioned-
19.
Exact, 5 for 19. Bad shooting. Going back to the 20 shots, right?
That's true.
Hey, going back to
I'm
20
telling you,
shots.
I'm like 70%.
So-
I don't know what this guy's talking about.
So yeah, like going back to the WhatsApp group when Shaf, me and him was talking about the ball handling of Jaden Ivey if he's shooting guard or point guard. he played point guard yesterday because he handled the ball. He set up the offense, but to me, he's not a point guard. You know what I'm saying? Here comes in Killian Hayes, right? I think Killian Hayes fills that void right there, that backup point guard.
We got Monty Morris.
Yeah, you're right.
And we got Marcus Sasser,
I get it. But Sasser, okay, next player. Sasser looked like he a deadly shooter. And I'm not talking about Buddy Bohan spot up shooter. He's the one. He comes off the screen, you in his face. He's still busting your butt.
Is that
one of them
is,
shooters?
is that who's on the Pistons bench? Is that Buddy?
Yeah, Buddy. Yeah,
Buddy.
Buddy Bohan. All right. But Jalen Duren, he had a good game actually. James Wiseman, but the rookie. All right. What I noticed from the rookie,
Who, Sasser or Thompson?
No, sir.
Thompson. His draft scouting report was elite defender, high IQ, passing skills. Right. That's exactly what he showed yesterday. I think he ended up with like 8-9 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists. Like he made some great passes. The Pistons weren't looking for him though. In the offense, like even a couple of times you could see him being frustrated.
But is that
because he made a cut and they didn't make the cut? That's why Ivy exactly. That's why Ivy's not a point guard.
But what I was gonna say is even is that the player you really wanted with the 5th overall?
Yes.
Oh, 100%. Hey, super athletic. As far as defending, he was getting steals by just being a smart defender.
He's a rangy defender.
Yes.
I seen him. I watched one of the Pistons game, and he's exactly right. This guy gets the ball. It's kind of like it's him and going to the rim or creating a shot. He really doesn't look to pass. So he doesn't fit the point guard role. So I'm guessing that's why he shot how many shots?
19 shots.
19 shots. Did they win?
Crazy.
They won.
Yeah, they won.
They won. But
They won. And you said there's another player that played a lot better than him and had less points. You mentioned?
Probably Marcus Sasser or
Sasser
who
or
came
Thompson.
and had 5. So he got probably the team involved and stuff like that.
For sure. Yeah, the rookie.
See, those are guys that are valuable to the team.
Absolutely.
100%.
And you mentioned that we have a log jam with these guards. What do we do?
I mean, I think we're gonna package something. I think we're gonna.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna package Hayes and Boyan and maybe one more. Because we really, I think we need like a 3-4. We need like a 3-4 that can come in. That's why I keep saying Pascal Siakam. I really would like him to come here. Somebody like that where, we could give out 3 players in a first rounder and go get like a player. Because a lot of our players were good and potential. We don't have like that guy. I don't think we have.
You want,
an all-star.
you want someone to play in the opposite side of the wing.
We don't know because they're not grooming.
Yeah,
I mean that's the reason.
That's the thing. So they're still young. I mean, I think Cade is that guy, but we can't really judge on that yet. But we know
This is the year.
I listen, man. I think the Pistons are taking the right steps. I think first of all, the biggest step was getting the coach. I think the coach was huge. Monty Williams. Now it's like, all right, we got these young pieces. We got a log jam in guards and in big men. So like we got to maybe trade one of those and maybe a couple more guards and then find a player that hopefully wants to come here because as you guys can see, Pistons are not signing nobody because nobody wants to pretty much come here in a way. No. But the good thing is, guys, I'm telling you, next year we're gonna have easily top 3, if not the most money in free agency. I know that's not saying that this year is not gonna be good. All I'm saying is that next year we're gonna have a lot of money. We're shaping up for the right situation. It's gonna be a project. Unfortunately, I think it's like almost like the beginning of like a 3-year project. I know that's sad to say because we've been in this situation, but this year we make noise. Next year we land players, make more noise, and then maybe in the 3rd year we're actually.
But it's always expected with a new coach, a new system.
Yeah, but you guys notice.
You draft three guys that potentially can start. Well, at least 2 of them can start.
Yeah,
you notice the other
you need
teams,
to build. You need to develop these players. It takes time.
Yeah, you notice these other teams in the rebuilding, like they're signing free agents. Like look what Houston did. They've been just as bad as we've been.
I think Houston's in year 2 though. They are 1 year ahead of us. Like we are next year, Houston. I feel like. I think Houston's in year 2. Like last year, they were struggling, obviously just as bad as us.
But they had a couple big free agents on there. Fred VanVleet. They had
You know what the difference is?
Their starting lineup actually looks good with new players and guys that have played. And this is my point though. Like what you're talking about, not a lot of people are trying to come here.
Yeah,
it can't be. It can't be because of losing culture. Because other teams have had the losing culture like we've had in the last several years.
I think the city.
But players are still good.
The city does.
Yeah,
matter,
for
though.
sure, for sure. I mean,
You know?
you just need that one. You're right. You just need that one guy to play on the opposite side of Cade. You establish your your guards.
What do y'all think about Paul George?
You brought that up last week. Someone didn't. Was it you?
It probably was me because I think it's Paul.
You
George.
brought it up, but
Yeah.
again, it was just me and you. That means Yusuf must have had somebody, because I said nobody else was with us. Someone said something to you about Paul. Like I think it was Yusuf.
he's
said
great.
Yeah, Yusuf said he
Great
didn't
player.
like him.
I think Paul George would be a great fit here.
I'm telling you, man. Like, I feel like one of those guys, man. One of those kind of players who, we got a couple pieces, guys. Like we got a couple pieces to trade away, man. I think Boyan is the odd man out. He's good. It's just I feel like he's just older and doesn't really play defense. And I think the identity that the Pistons are starting to have with Asir Thompson and Duran and these guys is, I think we're gonna go like a defensive minded kind of mindset. And so he's the odd man out, and teams want him. If we could package in, Killian, a young prospect who still has a lot of potential. This guy's only 21. And then, maybe like a first rounder, I think we can get anybody that we want, like in that category of like maybe tier 2, not tier 1. Paul Georges, the Siakams and them.
I mean, Paul George is not really a tier. I mean, he's in between that
He-
gray
no,
area
he-
between
no,
a
he-
tier 2 and a tier 1.
No, but then you bring that veteran leadership in. He could still listen. He could still be PG-13. Like he could still do it. He can still do it.
I mean, you want him. You
I
want him
like-
there
I
for a
like the
certain
name.
goal. You want him there for a certain goal.
You bring up the youngsters, man.
You bring up the youngsters and also get some winning.
Which he can do. He can lead the team in scoring. He can teach the young guys some stuff, and he's got that fight and that. I now that I'm thinking about it and talking myself into it, that's not a bad player. It's not a bad player to
and
bring
somebody,
up.
by the way, that's in rumors. So I'm not just throwing out random names. Paul George is in rumors. They still think that they might get James Harden, the Clippers. I think maybe he's probably going to be in the deal. Paul George might be. You got Siakam, who's in rumors. Zion. I don't know if y'all want Zion. I don't know about him, but he's in rumors. Even the Pistons are rumored to even be a part of that talks with Zion. So, just throwing it out there. I don't know. It might be this year. It might be next year. Who will see? Maybe we'll go with these young fellas one more year and then see what happens. But the Pistons hopefully are trending up. Lions are trending up. We want to talk about NBA free agency, but I do want to talk about Victor Wembanyama because Abee said something in here today, and I feel like this might be the clip that we're going to pull out because this is going to be us discussing this situation, all right? So, he had his first game. He came out and he said that, I felt like I was lost out there. Fatty Najee's in the building today. Wow. Fatty
About
pulls
coming
in.
uninvited.
Yes, shout out to Fatty. Stop it. Everyone's invited, all right? Shout out to my man Fatty. So I just want to quickly say this about Victor Wembanyama. He had, didn't have a great game.
Yeah,
a bad shooting night.
I walked in saying, "Man, did we dodge a bullet?"
Yes, that's what
That's
Abee
what
said.
started. I said, "Man, we dodged the bullet."
Moti, is it
His
overreaction?
debut was just as bad as my debut as being the number one pick.
No,
Yes.
no.
Is it an
He was
overreaction?
airballing. He had more missed shots than points,
Go ahead.
and got posterized.
So his whole career, he dominated.
Dominated where?
Now that
Where?
we're seeing,
Where?
he airball.
Where?
Look, can I talk?
He can't transition into this.
Now
Let
now
him
that
finish,
he
let him finish.
airballed a couple times,
He looked lost.
you figured it out, Abee?
He looked
really
lost.
I mean, there's a lot of pressure on him. Let's
Imani
be honest.
Bates looked
Let him,
better.
let him finish.
He's basically a celebrity right now, isn't he? I mean, they've been hyping him up before he got drafted. He was,
The pressure.
Come on, he's number one pick.
I mean,
Celebrity.
listen,
By
as far
default,
as the
bad.
game, he looks really raw.
He looked bad.
He looks raw. He's got the skills.
He's
He
not
looks
supposed to be raw.
He looks. He needs to beef up. I mean, he's getting pushed around in the paint.
I mean, the lottery was for Victor, like
and
it
that-
was for
there's
Zion.
guys, there's smaller guys attacking him to the paint and then getting him off and finishing and drawing fouls. He's got ways to go. I don't think he's gonna come in here and just dominate the league. He's not that ready.
He
He's
took
not.
he took it out of my mouth.
He's not.
I think he's right.
Is he going to be the guy? Yeah, I think so.
I mean, guys, he's gonna be. He's gonna
He's
be.
He's gonna be a good player.
He's not even
He's gonna be a
favored
good
for the
player.
rookie of the year.
You know, but he's going to have to be
Dude,
a lot
haven't
physical.
played the season
I'll
yet.
tell you that.
It doesn't matter when you're that
Listen,
highly.
what Faddis said is on
you're-
point.
Come on, man.
You want to know why?
Highly
Because
regarded.
one thing they talked about this guy
The
as he was
lottery
being
was the
drafted
Victor
is
Wembanyama
his conditioning, his size. Like
Lottery.
the guy is really small, right?
San Antonio went
And
crazy.
when you go into the NBA, we know that they put you on this program for they put you on these plans, whether it's dieting. You want to build, you want to bulk
Gain
up.
weight, yep.
They prepare you for a long season. They get you NBA ready. There you go. And I think it's an overreaction right now. The AB, you're literally, it's called you're
Well,
like,
I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this. The one good
let
thing
me
about
let
his
me get my last point. And you can
the
go.
one good thing about his performance is Popovich got a 5-year, $80 million extension.
But you just said we dodged a bullet. Like
I didn't say we.
No,
I mean,
Look,
So
if,
you
if
did-
this guy would have been in Detroit,
look,
Fatis,
come on.
you're right. If
When
this guy
you
would have been in
pick a
Detroit, I
guy
would have been
number one-
super excited.
when you can pick a guy,
It's not a dark hole.
Let me ask you a question.
This is not a dark hole moment for
Stop
San
out,
Antonio.
stop
Is that
out.
what you're saying?
No,
We
no.
dodged a bullet. It's not a dark
Let
hole
me
moment.
let me say this real quick.
He doesn't let anybody talk.
Let me say this real
Go
quick.
ahead,
though,
say it
Sonny.
quick.
Right or wrong, when you're one of the worst teams in the NBA, you win the damn lottery just because you got all those picks in the lottery. You finished on the bottom. At number one, you pick a player that's going to come play right away, turn you around. This guy's supposed to be that guy. This year, he's not. This guy is not going to. You guys cannot tell me that he's going to play the way he did right now, this first game. And by the time the season comes, this guy's going to be a 12 guy. I mean,
you know that's a great analysis. However, most people will disagree. The reason why they disagree is because this person had a career before, and you don't get picked number one in the NBA just because of your length. Okay,
sure?
You have to have other.
We took Darko too.
The guy, listen, that's what I'm saying. This is not a dark hole moment. Okay,
sure?
The guy can obviously shoot. Okay, his ball handles are great.
He can shoot in the gym by himself.
He needs conditioning. He needs to bulk up. Okay, and then not only that, like Fada said, getting in that adjusting time, that adjusting period. I think in preseason, he's gonna get that time to adjust, and by the seasons, those coaches are gonna develop this guy. He's gonna be good. Maybe not an all-star like maybe the first year, but he'll or second year, but he'll be good.
Moti, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, because of all the expectations around him, he's the best prospect ever in NBA history. Some say since LeBron James. So people, genuinely put standards high for him. So with those standards, he didn't live up to them. He came out. He like Fat was saying, he was being bullied down low. He got dunked on. Even his points sometimes, I thought his points become easy, because his size and stuff. But then again, I could also see how he's gonna score in the NBA. We were talking about this last night at the Den. I could see him getting 20 points a game. You know what I'm saying? In his rookie year. But he will develop, to label him a bust or disappointment is crazy right now.
Premature.
For where
Very
he was
premature.
taken, I'm calling my shot now.
but,
I'm telling you.
yeah,
he's not going to be what everybody expected him to be.
Yeah.
He's just not.
Because of all the hype around him, Ahmad, you expected him to just come dominate. A summer league
It's
game.
summer league game.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's
You know what I'm saying?
With a bunch of other
he didn't
guys that
show-
might not make the teams for the respective teams they're playing for.
Exactly. He didn't show dominance. With all that hype around him.
He looked lost.
I think that was the issue.
That could have been a
Lost.
tactical thing as well. That could have been the coaches saying, "Hey, look, go out there
And look
you're
stupid?
and just not look stupid.
Go out
Just-
there and look stupid?
Hey, and just play a game. You don't go out there and try to get hurt or cause
Then don't get in the way of a big man coming out.
Hey, Sonny, Draymond Green was in an interview with Paul George.
Yeah.
He said NBA players, even NBA players at that level, they lack confidence. They
100.
their mental is sometimes messed up.
Yeah.
So when you tell a rookie, to go in there and be that, and then he got the media going after him, even with the whole Britney Spears
Yup.
thing, he got too much pressure on this guy.
He's an international
You know what I'm saying?
player too. So you got all the international
100%.
media looking at him.
So yeah, so
Believe me.
so why would
And
you want that
international ball
on your guy?
International ball. We all know that international ball and NBA are two different ball games. No, they are. When the team USA goes to play in the Olympics, it's different than the NBA. It's different rules.
Listen, there's.
I'm
listen,
just
one
putting you
thing,
out there. I'm
One
telling
thing
you.
he was.
You're
he had-
defending the same
he
guy
had
you're
the ball in the
bashing.
post.
Not defending.
He
I'm
did
just
have the
like-
ball in the
different.
post, and him being French, he had the ball in the post. He was kind of trying to fight his way in,
Not
and it
defending.
did remind me a little bit of Gobert, a little bit. honestly.
Okay.
Just the way he was. Again, it comes down to getting physical again,
Yeah.
and he's got to do that if he
Yeah,
wants to
I
be
agree.
successful in the league.
Got a ball.
100%.
It's got a ball.
Yeah.
Because these guys are stronger, they're shorter, so they're going to attack his core, and he's going to be moved
The
around.
guy's
I don't
skinnier
care.
than Khaled Jami.
It doesn't matter. Khaled gets pushed. If you hit him in the chest, he's going to get pushed.
So is Victor.
So is Victor.
So I'm saying, don't even bring up Rudy. At least
What's he weigh?
Rudy's got size.
No,
Who, Khalid or Victor?
The guy is what? The guy is what? How tall? 7'2"?
7'5".
7'5"?
No, I
Right?
think it's 7'2". 7'2".
Oh.
I think.
Yeah.
Oh, the hell's 7'5", man?
No.
You scared me.
I could
Is
have
he
sworn-
7'2"?
I think it's 7'2".
I thought they say 7'4", 7'5".
Yeah, right. That's what I thought too.
I mean, look it up.
7'3", but with shoes 7'5".
Okay, so
When he
he's
shoots?
7'3".
Oh, he's got 2 inch. He's got 2-inch heels, huh?
Yeah.
The thing is, you know, they call it BMI, body mass index. You know, that guy's
Shout out to
body
BMI.
mass,
best of the best of the best.
the best BMI towing
Yes.
Mo Malahi. Anyway, this guy. If you look at it, it's probably good. It's probably compare. You know, where he needs to be. It's just when you're playing at that level, you got NBA players. These guys are in NBA for a reason. They're strong. They're fast. Their IQ is higher. So this guy coming in, he needs to catch up. So when he plays in the summer league, these guys are hungry. These guys are really
Trying to
hungry.
make
These
a
guys already
roster
made
spot.
it. Yeah,
these
so-
guys are trying to make a roster spot. I just want to say this quickly. It's a huge overreaction. People need to calm down. Everything that was mentioned definitely is all taking in. Obviously, he played bad. He even came out and said that he played bad. That was another big sign.
He said he was
of
lost.
maturity. Yeah, he said I was lost. You know, I didn't know what I was doing out there. You know, San Antonio probably just told him, like, you know, go out there and do what you got to do. You know, it's his summer league.
Everybody-
Guys, in the beginning of the league, beginning of the year, he's going to struggle. Yes, he's small. He's going to get bodied. All that is going to be a process of why he's going to end up turning out to be one of the greatest players, you know, in the league
I
in a
don't
couple
think so.
years. In a couple years, yes, he will be. He's too good, too big, too
Let's see this guy.
talented. I guarantee you, this is my last comment I'm gonna say before we run to the ad, and then we're gonna just finish it off. He will be going. I mean, and I don't think this is bold. He will be a top 3 Rookie of the Year candidate by the end of the year. Like it's gonna be him and Chet. I think gonna be 1 and 2.
When do they play each other in the summer
And maybe
league?
Scoot Henderson.
That's what I want to see.
I think they're gonna probably give him one more game, if anything. Victor Wembanyama. If I'm in San Antonio, let's be real. What do you got to prove? Like, what do you got to prove?
Nothing.
Well, if this guy's
Nothing.
lost and
You know what
can't
I'm
do
saying?
nothing, you got to give him some type of
he
time
was-
to readjust.
I was gonna say that's why I might give him one more. I might give him
Maybe,
one
well, okay,
more.
listen, you guys are
Overreact.
all-
He was lost.
Yeah, this guy
And
just
he's-
got
and he's gonna
drafted
stay lost.
7 days ago, guys.
the
How
best
much
status.
work?
I think this is going to give him, I honestly believe all this hype, the Britney Spears thing, the whole #1, him coming in there feeling like the franchise on his shoulders. I'm telling you, it's not something that's just going to go
It's going to
away.
break him down.
It's going to, I really
Popovich
feel like
is not gonna
it's
be able to
sit
fix it.
with him. It's gonna
Popovich
sit
is not
with-
going to fix it.
Man, Popovich just got a free paycheck.
Hey,
Popovich
Popovich.
Free paycheck. He earned it.
Hey, Popovich is definitely gonna fix some. Probably put him on some ayahuasca type stuff.
I know what you're talking about.
Hey, but the guy is what 7'3", 7'5". I'm what 230 pounds. He needs to get at least to 250, 275.
And that's gonna
Is he
happen.
230?
You know what I'm saying?
Because he's that tall, he's 230?
You weigh more than him, dude.
Yeah, like guys,
I do weigh more than him.
I know.
Chet's only what, 180, 190?
It's so funny how your perspective just changed. You were just saying we dodged a bullet, and now all
We
of a
did
sudden
dodge
you're
a
saying
bullet.
the media. Faddis
said- that's
did
what
a
I'm
good
saying.
job at convincing you.
Oh,
that
you're
this guy-
unbelievable. I said the media is what's the reason we dodged the bullet.
It's
This
the
guy's not going to
mousetraps
come
and
back.
the media.
This guy's
Mousetrap.
not coming back.
Imagine the
Go ahead.
mousetraps he's
I'm
dealing
with
with.
yes, I just want to say we're gonna give a shout out to our ad. We're gonna go BC Adhesives Yusuf, and then I'm gonna ask a question that Falah, the brother of Faris Sakaf, mentioned in the comments. I'll ask it. That's how we're gonna end the show. We ain't gotta talk about free agency because we're pretty much already an hour and 30 in. So shout out to BC Adhesives. We appreciate them, and then we're gonna end it off with Falah's question, and
We
we'll
don't take
go
questions
there.
from benchers.
All right?
That's probably
BC Adhesives. You can go to BC Adhesives for all your industrial adhesives needs. They do food packaging, book binding, product assembly, and many other industrial services. So if you are in need of adhesives for your business or having trouble with your current adhesives applications, you can contact them by phone 1-888-679-9825 or go on their website www.bcadhesives.com.
All right. So first of all, thank you guys that watched. This was
I got soccer.
entertaining. Is
You know why that's entertaining, right? Because I
Because
showed up.
Sonny's
Today.
in the
I
building.
showed up
Fact.
today
we
to
got
mess
people.
with these two guys.
Tony said Sonny's a great guest. You know, we got people saying bring Fahmy back because you know they're saying that AB keeps interrupting
Nobody's
everybody.
bringing Fahmy back. I interrupt people exactly
what they're
like
saying
that's
right
what
here.
I do, and nobody do it.
Wahhabi, shout out to Wahhabi, said that Wemby's a bust. He was getting bullied by Brandon Miller. Imagine against AD. He was not getting bullied by Brandon Miller, but Brandon Miller, you can say he outplayed him. Yes. Okay. But Guys, please don't call him a bust, man. Come on, man. We're better than that. As fans of the game, one summer league game, I can't even call Killian Hayes. We're not even calling him a bust, and this is his third, fourth year now. So it's
He
like
had a good summer league though.
yeah. So, hey, with that said, fella has said,
What a shot.
no one gonna mention the schedule change. Last question.
Because
And did the food schedule change or the league schedule change? What was that, Faddis?
so apparently now that Owl's on Larry's team, and I think Larry can't make it to certain games. Or no, I'm sorry, he's on Mike's team. They're pushing Mike's team to 9 o'clock.
No, Owl is on Larry's team.
Yeah, I know, but Falas on Mike's team.
Oh.
They're forcing Mike to play the early game now, and he can't play the early game. And
Nice.
the league.
I thought Hamada can't play the early game either, right?
Hamada was Owl's former teammate. See how it works?
Oh shoot.
One is grinding beans and the other guy's
So-
pouring juice.
And it's irritating the team. It's like, hey, why are you intentionally putting Mike's team in 9 o'clock? And guess who they're playing? Owl.
Owl's team, yeah.
So we're gonna play you,
Nice.
and we're gonna put you at 9 o'clock, knowing that you're not gonna play with your captain.
I say fair game.
That's the problem. And that's why he's saying nobody sit and say nothing.
mean,
I
but
expected
I say
you.
fair
Hold
game.
on, they're playing.
I expect you.
Hold on, I didn't know nothing about no league
sarcastic?
change.
No, he is.
Oh,
I'm saying.
yeah,
I
he's
don't know
always-
nothing about time change. Hold on. So Larry's Legends at 9 or at 6 now?
Mike's at 9 versus Larry.
Larry went 6.
Okay,
But who
we
can't-
played.
But who can't make the 9 o'clock game? Mike?
No, I'm sorry. Mike's at 6.
So I'm trying to explain. You
that's-
said
yeah.
that wrong.
Mike's at 6.
Okay.
And I think they're playing Larry. Just pull up the schedule, man. I know you got in your favorites right now. Just pull up the schedule and look it up.
He sure does.
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
pull it.
pretty
I
sure
got it right
He's
here. I
got
got it right
shots
here.
too.
Hey,
Fathers.
Okay.
First of all, by the way, the comment you made about AB listening, he's doing his job. He's a sideline reporter for Oz Media as well. He's bringing all the information.
You
Just
may
wanna
have
throw
no
that out
idea. I
there.
didn't even talk about it. I didn't touch
Yeah,
on
we got- it's a-
Aussity's halftime speech while Fathers was getting a massage from Nader. I was like, I got it on video.
I know. You were right there in our huddle. John Clayton, you were right there.
We had
Man,
to do what we had to do. You know?
I was really hurt. I never was that hurt in a long time.
He had Nader.
And this guy
Yeah,
just making fun of
Larry's team is playing at 9 o'clock. Larry's team is playing. They're playing.
So they switched that game to 6, is what you're telling me.
Larry at
Maybe,
Team Mike.
maybe if he could clarify.
Hey,
Falah,
Falah.
could you clarify exactly what the situation? He explained to me.
What Happy said AB can keep up with Wemby, by the way. He's want to throw that out there.
I love Wavy. You know why he's saying that? Because he's a fan of what I did to Billy Duck.
But anyways, Owl's doing things because he's the commissioner now, and there's other things too that's going on. I'm not going to talk about it, but it is what it is. They made certain guys happy, while they made themselves happy, so that they don't get the complaints from the other guys. Because hey, look what I did for you.
Yeah.
You understand?
Are those other guys like the superstars?
The ones that are going to make noise. They said, "Hey, look what we did for you." We're like, "Okay, we'll be quiet. You be quiet. Okay."
Just yes or no. Would you have done that?
What are
As
you
the
talking about with your
commissioner.
comment? What are you talking about with your comment? Hold on.
Once-
Fathers.
Switch the game schedule
He switched the schedule from what to what? Explain it. You're on the mic.
from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Listen, it's not fair. Last time when we wanted to switch schedule because of Mike, he's like, we need our opponent captain to agree, and the game that we're supposed to switch, those two captains to agree.
So four
That's
captains. So minimum 3 captains had to agree to the game switch. Was the 3 captains? Did they agree to these game switches?
Yes, so they have to agree, and before they agreed, they have to ask their team. So all 3 teams asked their team, hey, it's okay to switch? They all agreed, and then we switched with them. But what happened this week, Owl didn't ask none of us. He just switched it on his own.
Boss.
Now Larry's playing and at 9 p.m. and Mike's out because he lives 4 or 5 minutes away and he sleeps early.
Oh, that's what it was. So he is playing 9.
So
He can't
from-
play that late
from
game.
Mike playing, Larry's not playing.
Well, he's
to
scheduled at
Mike
8, so
out
they
and
scheduled
Larry's
him at
in.
9.
You
So
see
it's
what-
an hour
Oh
delay.
wow! So what Owl did was from an 8 o'clock game to where Larry couldn't play and Mike was going to be there.
And I'm
He's-
to switch it to 9 to where now his captain
Nobody likes the 9 o'clock
Larry can
games.
play.
But
And Mike
if the
can't
captain's
make
not
it
available
to
at
the far
9,
drive.
I'm playing that 9 o'clock game. See what he did?
We tried to get
Nobody
Owl
wants to
on,
be
we
out
tried
at
to get
10
Owl
o'clock.
on the show to answer these questions. Owl didn't want to answer.
But anyways, you asked me the question. The question is no, it's not
He's again
fair.
for every week
Eh?
at 9 p.m. for his game. So our games got changed for our future games. Now we have more 6 o'clock game. That's something Hamada probably can't make it.
Which
So
is
now
true
we have
too.
Mike not playing and Hamada not
Well, listen,
playing in future games.
what I told him is what I'm telling you guys. Everybody has schedules. Okay? Everybody's
I'll
work.
call you back.
Everybody's got family. Everybody's got other things to do. So the fairest thing to do is rotate these teams through these times, and it's the fairest way. And if these captains can't make it, so be it. But if they agree amongst themselves to switch, that's fine.
Khaled Owl,
But
listen,
you
pay
can't
attention.
stick it. What?
Tell Khaled Owl, pay attention.
Yeah, I mean, you can't
Being
stick a team 9 o'clock because these other guys said, hey, man, I don't want to leave at 10. No, it's not fair. It's not fair. Especially if the guy tells you in the beginning he can't make it. You know? It's not fair.
Well, I just want to throw it out there. I appreciate. I mean, Khaled's a good guy. I just want to throw it out there.
He's a good guy, but he's
Just wanna mention something.
That's because he's always in hamtramck.
He's
Was he yesterday at the den with you.
Boss status.
He
He-
was
Facts.
factual.
okay. So what do you guys think?
We know why he's a good guy.
Facts?
No, I definitely
Facts.
think that it's a sticky situation and should have just kept it as is so that people just deal with it because it's already scheduled out there. Now that you change it, you're gonna get people upset. You know what I'm saying? You just keep it as is.
They
People
got their
upset.
fir-
You gotta deal with it.
They
You know
got
what I'm
their
saying?
they got their first win.
It's tough being a commissioner, guys.
It is.
And they don't want to. I mean, we're coming.
But
We're grinding down to the end of the season.
You
They want to
might-
get some wins in and not playing the play-in,
Listen,
the
you
last
set
spot game.
rules up, right? You set rules and procedures and how things work. Like Falah just said, before you have to contact the two games, the two teams that you want to switch with. Not only do you contact them, those captains, they have to contact their players. Hey, I'm the captain. Okay, guys, listen, are you guys cool with playing 9 o'clock instead of 8 o'clock?
You've done that when you were.
So
I-
my
I
team
have a
says-
question. I have a
but
question.
You go,
Did the other Khaled do that on 35 and up? Yes or no?
how to do what?
Or did he accommodate?
Listen, let me explain something to you. Khaled Owl.
See, it's like.
But it
what
doesn't-
are we
hold
talking about?
on.
What are we
Even if
talking
he
about?
did
We're
or
talking
not.
about two different
No.
Khaleds.
Even if he did it or not.
Don't
Does that
ever
gotta-
talk about Khaled
Does that make it
Abdullah
right?
here.
Does that make it right?
No, it doesn't make it right.
So
I'm saying, where's the heat to Idrus?
He never did it like that.
Stop.
He used to always ask the
Stop.
captains ahead of time.
serious.
Mo, you got to be careful
Mo.
what you're saying right
Well,
now.
I
on
guess
the
Owl
camera.
is your guy.
It's not even that.
No. I'm all being fair.
Okay, if Khaled did it, we're not saying he's not he's
Guys,
right.
guys, all you have to do is
Yusuf,
answer
We're
his
talking about
question.
this league,
Yusuf,
and we're
question is-
answering a question from Falah.
No.
That's why we're here.
Cut your
Yeah.
brother's mic before he gets thrown out of the league, bro. You cannot talk about Khaled Abdullah on the mic. Stop. Cut it.
No, the answer. Hey,
Stop, bro.
the answer is
This
no.
is my warning. Just stop. Mo.
The answer is no. Hey, I'll satisfy you. I'll give you an answer.
Hey,
The answer is
edit-
no.
Edit it out.
The answer is no.
Edit
So,
it out.
so Khaled, listen,
Edit it out.
Khaled Al is a great guy.
Forgive-
but I'll tell you,
forgive
he
my
just,
brother
needs, he
Mohammed.
just needs to put it into perspective.
Edit it
Hey,
out.
these guys can't play here. What do you guys think? Be transparent.
I agree.
That's all you need to do. That's
agree.
it. But you can't defend him on that. If you
Well,
do
Khaled-
that.
No, I'm
The
not.
other
defending
Khaled
Idris is very
But here's the
transparent.
thing. Idris got he has
No,
a whole-
he's not.
But he has a whole committee too.
Yes,
He's
he
got
does. He
Guyz,
talks to
he's got
he talks to the
Shafiq.
captains.
He's got BG now.
No,
BG
listen.
gave up the 30 in
Hey,
order to be on the committee.
I guarantee you, Mike doesn't play at 9 o'clock next week.
Oh, he's not gonna show up probably.
I don't know
All right, does that hurt the,
because
the
Owl's
league?
not playing him next week.
Does that hurt the league?
I guarantee you.
What?
That Mike is not showing
Yeah,
up.
it hurts.
One,
Yeah, it does.
one of the better players.
Absolutely.
When you're a captain.
He's the
Absolutely.
captain.
So do you accommodate your better players?
No, you do it by what you have set up as rules. Like if this guy came into you asked this gentleman into the league. You did. Bosch brought him in. Listen, by the way, if everybody don't realize, Bosch is it's an owl, but Bosch has a lot to say. Putting it
Listen,
out
the
there.
truth is,
Oh, facts.
Listen, you asked this young baller into this league because you want to bring the competition up and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you ask this guy in the league, then you ask him to be a captain. He doesn't know half the league. So the guy agrees to be a captain too. Okay. I don't think the guy was told right to. I mean, don't get me wrong. Osama's playing out of his mind. Take that for what you want to. I think he's playing out of his mind. He's a good player, but how he's playing this year. So like Mike wasn't given all the tools. I don't feel like to be a captain. But now, it was probably told, hey, listen, man, I live this far away. I'm telling you, I'm gonna have a hard time.
Was that told in the beginning of the year?
I don't know. I gotta ask that.
If
I'm
it
just
was,
saying-
you accommodate
Here's
that.
the thing. Here's the thing.
But if
You
it
get-
wasn't,
What do you-
don't do it in the middle of the year.
I agree. But here's the thing. You can make changes transparently. However, if you have a set schedule, like for example, if I'm a player that can't make it to 9 o'clock games, if I have 1 or 2 games during the season that I know I have to show up at 9 o'clock, I make plans for those days, right? But if I plan to play at 6 or 7, and then all of a sudden that changes to 9, that's where the problem is, because some of these guys, they have jobs, they
I
wake up
agree.
in the morning.
it was
so
already scheduled.
it was already scheduled.
So,
leave
so
it,
it was
leave it
just
as is.
changed. Yeah,
Right.
I
yeah.
No,
disagree.
it was
I disagree.
changed.
I disagree.
You know,
I disagree. Yeah.
what do you think? Why it was changed? Because they want to play that 9 o'clock primetime game on ABC,
Hey,
or is it because of Mike that is not going to play?
it's all about seedings. They don't want to play a certain team in the playoffs.
Yeah. Listen.
Fire Khalid
Not bad.
Awal.
Those two teams are the bottom two. Isn't it?
With that said, I just want to say this.
Hey.
I
One of them play Bosch.
appreciate you guys. This is.
I don't think Bosch finishes as the.
Come on, let the guy fit.
We
say
went.
something.
We went out. We went hour and 40.
Oh, damn.
As much as
Yeah,
we.
we're getting paid overtime today.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe,
There you
and
go.
share, like, subscribe, share, support it.
That's exactly what I was about to say. So make sure you guys follow us on all of our socials. You got YouTube, Oz Media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Oz Media. You can listen to the show later on Apple and Spotify podcast under Oz Media. Shout out to these guys, Faddis, Sunny, Abee, Motzi, Yusuf. We appreciate all of them for coming on the show. Sunny, this was your first time. We'll let you close it out. Before I do that, though, shout out to our sponsors, Kahwa House, Hanley, BC Adhesives, Balkan House, Unique Coin Island, Hammer Time True Value Hardware, and Juice Box and hamtramck. We appreciate them. Sunny, you brought the entertainment, Sunny, man. We had wars going on in the chat groups. We had wars going on in this room. There's mousetraps being set as we speak. Sonny, final words, final comments.
Abee Hamada.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much. I'll be him too. Thank you guys so much for having me. It's an honor to be with all friends and family here. And hopefully we can come on again and bring some more entertainment. Hey, Action Sonny. I think I'm gonna make this the next show. We're gonna have like 5. We're gonna have to have audience chair here, just clapping.
And it seems like security guards too.
Yeah, security guards. This is gonna be a popular podcast
Yusuf,
for the next show.
He said clapping. We already got the audience here giving a clap for you, Sonny.
Thank you, guys.
Quickly,
Appreciate
Sonny,
it.
did this meet your expectations?
It did. I really enjoyed being here, and I really want to come back again. I might be able. I might have to just drop an application on the way out, just like Abee did. when he was-
Listen, do me a favor. We'll call you. Don't call us. Just messing around, Sonny.
Appreciate you guys.